Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Skies of Ithcarius campaign. We took a short break here a little bit ago, 4th of July weekend, some summertime vacation traveling, and other things going on. And we are back and ready to go. So, quick summary of our last adventures. Our Sky Pirate crew of the Azure Dream, the Zoo crew, had decided to test out their newly trained initiates in an effort to get them more experience in handling by attacking a merchant vessel to gain and offload some silks and jewels and precious cargo from Left Hand Jack, the infamous pirate captain and fleet admiral of their piracy. Tracking down the ship and the vessel, the zoo crew performed relatively well, attacking the vessel, managing to secure the cargo, but alas, they lost several personnel in the effort to track him down. About half of their minimally manned crew was killed in the encounter, so they quickly persuaded, with some gentle possibilities of either being turned into undead or eaten by the lizard folk for refusal, the crew of the merchant vessel to join their team. Crew was a little bit more experienced, a little better prepared, and they all agreed that joining a pirate crew was a much better choice than being eaten by a lizard folk or raised back into the dead. A little battered, a little bruised, ship needing repairs and needing to offload the cargo in order to get the money. The crew headed to the town of Vedas, nearby location, uh, which we will share the brand new map for the first time. Upon entering the town of Vedas, the crew decided they were going to do a little bit of shopping and get some things taken care of. Korg went out to find ingredients as his job as the ship cook in order to go out and get spices and seasoning. Stumbled across a small merchant that was selling a fabulous bag of mystical and magical spice effects. Any spice you could dare imagine would be available. And he purchased said Heward's sack of handy spices, or whatever it's called, Heward's handy spice bag or some such, so that he could flavor his fish tacos and other items, while Regine and Belina head into town to attempt to break down their 5,000 gold piece diamond into more manageable chunks to be able to gain the ability to raise dead without wasting resources. We stumble across a jeweler, a very excited and romanticized man who weaved a tale about Regine having lost his tusk to try to perhaps resurrect or save a young one, or a loved one. And Belina twisted that into a tale of fantastic tragedy and misfortune, which Regine lost his only daughter and had been holding on to the brim until they could get their hands on some 500 gold piece instead of 5,000 gold piece diamonds, because her daughter wasn't worth the extra 4,500 it would have cost to use the larger diamond.
Right now, Belina. I see your face, and you don't remember saying any of that.
No, I most certainly remember it. I'm just.
The daughter not being worth 4,500 extra gold pieces.
I didn't say the 4,500 gold piece portion, but
his fantastical tale was enough in order to sway the romantic jeweler to agree to set aside all of his current requisitions, including for the local lord's new ball that he was hosting, in order to focus solely on breaking this diamond up into smaller, more affordable cuts from the large cut. They did discover that he had been expecting a shipment of a diamond from Arkenvale, and perhaps this was the very same that had been stolen. Upon their departure, the party, or Regine and Belina, noticed a small piece of parchment hanging up on the walls. Written in slightly faded ink, it read "Wanted, infamous zoo crew," with small drawings of Korg, Drazar, Belina, Johnny, and Johannan for crimes against the Empire, wanted dead or alive. Last known ship the Amethyst Sky, 5,000 gold reward. And as you stare at this piece of parchment, Regine boasting about having another bounty upon his head, even though his name isn't on there. We pick up with, what do you do?
I huh. Let me take a look at what I got. Give me just a sec.
I take a look at my checkbook, see how much money's in it.
I think you keep most of it on the ship,
Oh yeah.
but
What I wrote down though, what I have. 5,000 is a lot.
you do have 129 platinum and 500 gold, which comes
Yeah.
out to about 1,700. So almost more than double what you currently have.
I am a pirate.
They are pirates as well. They are part of your crew. You are the only evil pirate in the group.
Evil. It's a means to a different good, you know?
I think no, that's only temporary. Let me take a look here. Harmless sensory effect.
I want to take the wanted poster.
Okay. You strip the wanted poster off of the wall. I am assuming tucking it away in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
And
just
Belina, you do recall when you docked the ship, several of the guards had been looking at you strangely, particularly, which is why you had tried to disguise yourself upon
Yes.
entering into the city.
Yes, and now I'm thinking I understand why. I need to get back and warn Johannan and find Korg. Oh God.
hey,
Uh,
no need to worry. They're clearly going to reduce the price when you get turned in. There's only 3 of you.
what do you mean when?
You know, when.
They don't know that 2 are dead.
Hold on now.
To be fair,
What do you mean when?
When? You're gonna get found out. It's very easy. Korg is in the crew.
Yeah, but turtles are much more common than Lapine. So I'm not so much worried about people mistaking Korg unless Korg goes around saying, "Hi, my name's Korg."
That is exactly what he will do.
You're right. We need to go find him and get him back to the ship. But regardless of the fact, why did you decide you wanted to keep a copy of that?
To show to the captain. We could
Snitch.
only assume before that we were being hunted, but now it's for sure.
There's no we in that for you.
Well, just wait for the paper to get updated.
Right. Anyways.
Korg, as you're wandering around the busy marketplace region, go ahead and make a perception check for me. So, you move around the district here, mostly in the central district here in the center of Vedas. Whereas Regine and Belina, you're more in the artisan district here. You see the occasional piece of paper here or there, but they don't really catch your eye that much. Korg's not very interested in paper. Nothing really stands out. You do very slightly notice a small, it just kind of catches your eye, representation of a bird man kind of sketched around on one of them, though.
I would go look at it and take a closer look. Or like, we'll see what that's all about.
You see sketchings of a bird man in a pirate hat and a dapper looking turtle. Not sure how often you look in a mirror yourself to notice such things. Robotic man, sketched out. A bunny-like girl dressed in flowing silks, and a half-elfin woman. And there's assorted, words, and you see 5,000 wanted.
Oh, this is very pretty. Look, they took so much time to draw all these peoples, and then I'll walk away. It's find somebody because I'm probably lost. Try to find my way back to the docks.
I mean, finding your way around is, more wisdom. You're not bad at wisdom and survival. You just have a 6 intelligence.
Am I hearing somebody screaming Phil's fish tacos again?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
in the distance.
hunt that down. That's what Cork would do. I'm gonna go find some fish tacos.
All right. It doesn't take long for you to find a small cart on the side of a corner of one of the streets, crying out about Phil's fish tacos. A local franchise across the empire, in fact, that can't hold on.
They put me in the ground, boys. You saw that.
-5.
I've been killed. 6 feet under.
-5. Oh, he's trying to reduce your character size to so tiny.
I'm so little.
Zoom in a little bit. Still can't see you. You're so tiny. You don't fit on the map.
Very, very tiny little
Tiny.
people there.
There's Rune and Belina over here.
I guess you can't drag and drop in from non. You used to be able to drag not from the combat tracker, but I guess they disabled that, so you
that's-
get lots of.
Kind of good, because that was annoying before. Some.
I know, but now I need a non-combat tracker token
Yeah.
for once. I can't do it anymore, so. I guess you can.
Oh gosh! A guard.
Guards with guns. Guards with guns.
So where's my? I got it. I got it here. It's gonna be okay. Figure it out. Where's my? Campaign. Alright. I know what to do. I've only got a few people's tokens saved here, but so once again we are using the early access version of Fantasy Grounds Unity, and this is the first time I've ever had to try to put a non-combat tracker token on the map. So you guys are, kind of chilling out here. Korg, you're kind of over here. And that should hopefully do it. Okay. Then you get the gist of where you guys are at. That's the important thing. Maybe. If you guys can see what I dropped on there. which is looking like on stream you probably can't. So, that was a waste of effort and time. Or can you? Or you're just zoomed out super far. Okay. Because it's so tiny. Okay. That's where you guys are at. That's what's important here.
All right. I threaten Regine that if he ever betrays us, I will turn him into a mouse. And we continue on with our travels through the town looking for Korg
Excuse
on our
me.
way back to the ship.
The
But-
hated enemy of all elephants.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. Roll me a investigation check as you search for Korg.
Investigation skills. One of those ones that I'm not proficient in.
I can
Oh, I don't think I did very well.
let's make that disadvantage due to your snarky comments.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. Alright.
It's the
So-
ears. It's the ears. I
I-
heard fish tacos and I'm like, Korg.
In the distance, you hear the sound of fish tacos. And so each hex here is about a 5-minute walk.
Okay.
So
So that's 5.
takes
10,
close
15,
about
20, 25 minutes.
about 25 minutes. At Korg, you still have your vouchers for something like 50 fish tacos
Yeah,
from real
gonna-
world 2+ years ago, session 2.
yeah. I'm gonna claim my fish tacos and head back to the ship.
How much time are you going to spend eating fish tacos?
I'm going to eat my fish tacos on the ship.
Okay, so you get 50 fish tacos.
Yep, I'll share with some of the crew, maybe, but only some. Only the ones I like.
That would take some time. So around here, because you had to get the fish tacos made, produced.
It's a lot of tacos.
You know, in 25 minutes. That's about the transportation you can expect. And Belina is around the corner with your passive perception of 800 gajillion. You see Korg kind of turning the corner, kind of it's just arms full of fish tacos. Even though he has a bag of holding, just kind of walking through. He turns the corner just out of your sight.
Does it look like he's heading back towards the ship?
It does.
Do I try to catch up right now? Or yeah, we're gonna go ahead and also continue towards the ship. But I'm not.
Regine,
gonna
are
worry
you
about,
also following Belina?
Yes.
I'm not gonna worry about catching up so much. If it looks like he's heading towards the ship, I'm just going to move in the same general direction so it doesn't look like we're trying to walk together.
Let's see. So, as you're starting to near the docks, Korg, you hear a commotion, and Ertos, from your watch upon the crow's nest, you see a large contingent of city guards dressed in the maroon and gold of the Empire approaching the ship.
Ah.
In a very, very large map here.
Okay, so
And you see they as they start to approach, they kind of fan out upon the dock.
Okay.
right, I called down through whatever means of calling down. That I imagine by now we've established some sort of tubing system. that will allow me to get to the bridge or where. Well,
A rope.
no, because I got to be able to stay up there and relay something. Wow, that's 1, 2, 3
still
many lots. That's
Oh.
uh,
They have grenadiers. Oh man.
That's not small by any means. You're right.
so I call down to the deck to let them know of an incoming.
Ouch. An incoming ouch.
Party of ne'er-do-wells of blue and gold stature.
That's not what I wanted to play. All right. And Johanan, as he yells this out, you see them start to form up and make kind of ranks across the ship, slowly falling in. And Korg, you're hearing this commotion as you start to kind of approach. And there's a large, wall to enter into the docks district. You start to approach and see like this large grouping of guardsmen.
Have y'all seen that Grandpa Simpsons meme?
Which one?
He walks in, hangs the hat, turns around, picks it up, walks out.
Oh yeah.
Straight up, just whoop, 180. I'm going back the other way. I'm not going into that.
Like I said, 1 too many lots.
All right. For some reason, that dude's a bad guy too. I don't know why he was showing us not.
No, he's on our team. Shh.
And as they fan out, this kind of elder man, kind of in the center, this guy right here, kind of yells out, and he's like, as he cries out, he's like, "Who's the captain of this vessel?"
Alright, I'm going to...
I ready my bow.
I am going to pull a Johanan,
Okay.
and I will, and a middle-aged male will human will step up and go, "That would be me."
2 guardsmen today saw what appeared to be a wanted fugitive upon your vessel.
Really?
In the name of the Empire, stand by and prepare to be boarded.
Okay.
And you recognize, of course, several. You fought some people who look like this, but there's also a few people in this mix that look a little more well-fitted, a little hardened, a little tougher than the types you've encountered before. But 2 of the guards approach the vessel, and along with the older gentleman, he comes up to you and he's like, "We have it on good authority that you're transporting a female Lapine upon this ship who matches the description of a known fugitive." He holds out a piece of paper.
The piece of paper and look at it.
It's the wanted poster from earlier.
And the Lapines are which race again? I'm not. They're not very common.
Did you get that? Yeah. Rabbit people, bunny folk, ones with ears and fur, sick, twisted creatures of the underworld.
Bizarre. By this picture, they look rather adorable. I'm sure they must be an issue. I do not
Filthy
have one on
rodent
my
folk.
I do not have one on my ship. You are welcome to look.
Very well. And he nods at the guards and they start going through and kind of combing through the whole vessel while he stands next to you. Like, word has also come that a massive turtle creature has been wandering the streets here since your ship's arrival. I suppose you know nothing of that either?
I think I saw something that matches that description wandering that way, and I point in the direction that Korg originally went, so I'm not lying.
That is true. You're not lying.
But that was much earlier.
You have no passengers that you're unaware of, stowaways, transporting those against their will, perhaps?
There are none that I'm aware of, no.
That was an oddly specific question.
Yeah, that was.
Perhaps maybe after you sunk their ship and then forced them to either ride or die. That wasn't you? What?
I didn't mean it to come out this way. I meant more
That's just
like
funny.
maybe you guys were stowing away on the ship.
That's just
I
funny.
like, well, for me, it was the whole case of, do you have anyone you don't know about?
Yeah, that's how I
No,
meant it.
I have no
I get
one
it,
I
yeah.
don't know about on my ship.
But now that Korg has mentioned it, you do have several crew members here against their will.
No.
If they
Korg wasn't there.
Yeah, it's not that I don't know that they're there against their will, and technically it is their will. They chose this option.
chose to be alive.
So, based on my notes, Belina was successful in convincing all but 2 crew members.
And my fish tacos didn't convert them. Those ungrateful pieces of crap. You know what? That's fair.
So as they are searching the ship,
I am keeping a very close eye on the new crew members.
2 of them, a man by the name of Franklin and a man by the name of Leland, eye these guards very intensely. They're fidgety, they're nervous, they glance up at you, who's now this strange man, not fully understanding who you are. They kind of look around. So amongst the ship crew they're familiar with, they only see like Jace and Kira, and we'll see if they take a chance.
Well,
Fine.
I'd be yelling. I'm yelling down to them to get back to prepping the ship. We're only supposed to be here for the day. We're planning on leaving in the morning. They need to get everything ready to go.
Let's get a persuasion check for that.
I've got
As-
too many maps up. I can't see what I rolled. Oh, not bad.
17. So as you yell at the crew to snap and get back to work, Leland, one of the men, he looks at you. He bows his head and cows down and rushes to work, and Kira quickly follows, keeping an eye on him. And as the guards search through the vessel, however, Leland rushes forward and he starts screaming out. He's like, "They're pirates! They captured us! The ones you want are here!"
Oh dear God.
He just kind of looks out at him and goes, "Did no one give him his medication today?"
The mage kind of snaps his eyes towards you as the two guards grab Leland by the arms and kind of hold him. Like, "This is most disturbing news. Is what this man say is true?"
He just kind of looks at the person asking, like, why would you even consider that to be the truth? He just looks completely confused.
"The guards, arrest the captain. We'll get to the bottom of this with questioning in the jail. You will tell us what is going on your vessel, sir." And one guard approaches you, manacles in hand, while the other takes Leland and kind of walks off the ship and starts walking him back. And Leland's just like this bubbling, kind of crying mess.
I look at the gentleman who has the manacles and goes, "Is that really necessary? I'm not going to resist. Please lead the way."
Turn around and put your arms behind your back. Empire protocol.
And I don't fight it.
So he slaps the manacles on the back of your wrist. And of course, Ertos, you can hear everything going on, but
Yes.
they have no idea you're there.
I know, which is the reason why I'm not doing anything. Because
Hiding up
like,
in the process. But just to make sure you understand, you can hear
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
And they escort you off the ship, back in with the rest. And then a couple more guards kind of come up. They search through the whole vessel. Most of the crew seems nervous. They go through. They don't find anything else. So they kind of circle up around you and agree. Search the whole city if you have to. I want this turtle and bunny found. And several guards kind of snap to, and they start kind of rushing off into the city. And at this point in time, Belina and Rajin, you're starting to approach the dock, and you hear the hustle, the bustle, everything that's kind of going on. You hear shouting coming from the docks as you start to approach, and you see 2 or 3 guardsmen kind of start rushing back. And of course, Belina, you're hidden, you're cloaked. You had a very good deception check your last time, so they just run past you and don't really notice you at all. They don't notice Regine. Well,
They notice Regine.
they notice Regine, but they don't care about giant elephants. As you see a couple kind of rush off.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay, do I see Korg with my ridiculous passive perception?
Yes.
All right, I am going to.
Core kind of shuffled off on the, he did the whole hat thing. He's on the inside of the wall, kind of
Yep.
off on the side.
Eating fish tacos.
Right? Okay. I head over to Korg, kind of nonchalantly heading off to the side, leading Regine that way, seeing what's going on and everything. And when I get to Korg, I say, "Korg, we have big problems. I think you saw, but we have problems. This town knows about some of us, right? And they're searching for us. I need you to put the tacos away in your bag of holding, yes? and then I need you to not resist what I'm about to do.
Shove like 3 or 4 more tacos in my mouth real fast before putting the rest in the bag. As full as my mouth can get with tacos, and then.
Oh my
the rest
god.
of the bag.
All right.
Okay.
I'm about to go to jail. Here we go.
All right. So,
I'm gonna give you inspiration for your tacos.
yep.
I don't think I can. I'm still like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can. Okay.
Okay. But after he puts the rest of his tacos away, I cast polymorph on Korg, and I turn him into a turtle.
A turtle.
Like
An
a
actual
small
turtle.
little baby turtle. Turtle. Like, but I assume when you say turtle, you mean like a small,
Yeah, like a
Pocket
box turtle.
The
Not
ninjas
like
before
a
the
Hawaiian
not
green
a
sea
tortoise.
turtle, which is
Not a
like
tortoise.
as big
Like-
as me almost.
like a baby snapping turtle kind of thing.
Oh,
going on.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because I have now seen some pretty massive turtles here in Hawaii. So
I know, no. I'm not
So
talking
probably-
about like island or sea turtles. No, I'm talking like a baby
Box
snapping
turtle?
turtle.
like a little box turtle, like what you get in an aquarium
Right,
kind of
right,
turtle.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I pick him up, because all of his stuff gets polymorphed with him, right? And I hand him to Regine, and I say, Regine, take him to the ship.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
going there.
hide.
Not going to the ship. You're
No,
crazy.
They're not looking for you. You're not on the poster.
They just
They're not-
arrested someone from the ship. Not going
Right.
there.
No, they might ask you questions as you go to approach the ship.
Mm-mm.
If you're not on the wanted poster,
Not
all
going.
you have to do is lie.
So-
Doesn't matter. I'm not going.
He is playing
I need you to get on the ship. Can I persuasion him this at all? Is this?
I don't allow player versus player roles.
I'm not trying to PvP him. I'm just trying to convince him that it's completely and totally safe. I don't know how else to do this than verbally doing so without a roll. In this case, I'm like, look, they're going to ask you a few questions. Say yes, you do work on this ship. You went into town because you were looking for some spell ingredients because you're a cleric. Not a lie.
Yeah. No.
Please.
There
I
are
need you to
12
get
of
on
them.
the ship and
and-
off the streets. I can't go because if they search me, I'm in a robe. All they have to do is take off my disguise and I'm exposed. You are not on this poster.
Yeah.
And Korg is on this poster and he can't argue for himself
Listen.
at all.
I got a better plan. I'm gonna take the turtle, and I'm gonna go away from the ship.
Because the spell's not going to last that long.
Yeah, don't care.
Regine, please. Listen, buddy.
I love Korg acting out his new part.
He's like literally flapping around with his legs. That's amazing. But no.
That's what turtles do when you pick them up, man. I don't.
And they've already searched the ship. They're not going to search it again without due cause. So if you get him on the ship and out of sight, when he reappears and the spell wears off, he'll be safe and out of questioning range.
So what you do is you polymorph
And
some
you
random Joe
don't even
Schmo
have to
into
deal
Korg.
with any of these empire
Random
to
people
go through.
that are watching everything.
If you want, you can wait until the rest of them go to do the searching and everything, and there's only 1 or 2 dumb guards left, and then make your way on, and they might ask you a couple questions. You just tell them, I went into town to look for spell ingredients because I'm a cleric. That's
Oh.
all you have to say.
I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait until they take whoever that is away.
Right.
Now, with Belina's passive,
Who-
she probably recognizes the the seafarer's jacket that the middle-aged human male is wearing.
Yeah, I have,
Yeah.
and based
Yeah.
off of our discussion that we had before,
Yeah, and we've
I'm
had some
fairly
interesting
certain I
Belina
have-
is
conversations.
the only person who I think knows
the
Yeah,
full secrets.
that you're a
Yeah.
changeling. Nobody else knows. So
What?
Listen, they're
oh shit!
They found the
I think
stowaway.
You guys didn't know.
the official term anytime I go to do this is Johannin's going to do it Johannin, and the DM knows I'm not me anymore.
what?
Dun
30
dun
seconds
dun.
later,
Okay.
you guys didn't figure it out yet.
Right?
Yeah, there have been enough times from session 1 on.
Whoever that is,
We can
they're gonna
update
get
the
taken away.
graphics now and just not say you're a half
Whatever
elf.
the case is, I'm going to follow the guards discreetly that are taking this person away, that they took off of our ship. I'm going to follow them, see where they take them. And I want to know what exactly they're going to be looking for so that I can report back later when I can sneak on the ship. I need you to, be a little bit discreet about this. And yeah,
Okay.
you could wait until there's less guards around the ship.
I'm gonna take the
And that'll be
flyer
fine.
out of my pocket and then open it up and like with the turtle point at the bunny. This seems like a bad idea. We should just take the ship out of the port, turn tail.
I mean, we can do that. That's fine, but we have to get on the ship first.
As you guys are talking, you hear the sound of the
move further away
guards
from the gate. Move further away
start
from the gate.
to approach.
I hold my
Moving
breath.
This way, moving.
You hold your breath.
Yep.
I move away from them so it doesn't look like we're talking.
I'm having trouble grabbing these tokens. Alright. This is a long drawn out thing. They start marching past you. Like a little cordon. Johannan, you're kind of in the middle.
I feel so important.
Something glitched on my thing. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, I had a small glitch where it was showing I was holding the token without doing anything. As you're moving through, kind of move by, the elder kind of mage is talking. I want to leave 4 people here at all times. Keep an eye on the ship. Nobody comes or goes until I give the word that it's okay. And a couple snap to. They're like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "For the Empire," and they do their little signal thing. And a couple of the guards kind of drop out. While the rest move on. Can I figure out how to multi-select and move?
Hey, you did it.
Alright, and they kind of walk past. For the most part, as you guys ducked off to the side, Regine, they look at you strangely as you stand there. You're like, but your gigantic, massive elephant form completely shields Belina from their sight. As Belina's kind of ducked around, has 100% concealment, and they escort Johannan into the city.
All right. I'm gonna gesture towards the ship after they leave, and there's only 4. It shouldn't be that hard. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and you are.
Well, they took Leonard with them too, right?
Yeah, they took the guy having a meltdown.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Leland. Trust
All right.
me, that
It's
name will
Leland.
never leave.
Leland.
I will kill Leland.
Korg, you're with Regine. And I'm going to follow the group that's taking Johannan away at a fairly safe distance, that my perception can handle.
Alright, I'm just gonna have you.
Oof.
Do you want some of my inspiration to reroll that?
I have lucky. I think I'll use one of my lucky. Where did my character sheet?
Do you want to use inspiration first and then use lucky after that?
No, I like saving my inspiration for when I run out of lucky, because lucky refreshes. So let me go ahead and click the lucky and
roll my stealth. I think that's better. I'll take that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that that's a lot better.
Slight improvement.
Just minor.
You went from maybe like one ear showing to none is all, really, if we're being real.
He's
All right,
like,
with your passive perception of 8 gajillion, and your it's so fucking high. With your passive perception of 26 and your stealth score of 32, like a ninja in the night,
in the middle of the day.
even though it's broad daylight, you slink behind them, merging perfectly with the crowd, like the old, like, original Assassin's Creed games. You just kind of merge in. You could see the bubble of incognito mode just flow over you as you move from crowd to crowd. They glance back. You sit on a bench pretending you're reading a book. They move on. You move through the crowd, slowly twisting, turning, and they have no idea that you're there the whole way through the city.
This is why
Assassin's
Lupine are
Creed
outlawed.
that Assassin's Creed that social camouflage.
Let
Yeah.
me briefly minimize that map. Go back to the city map so I can show where you are headed. So, for your purposes, Belina,
What's the map called again?
it takes close to an hour. It's Vedas, map Vedas. You're going to be doing this for about an hour. You're not going to get seen or caught in any way, shape, or form, however. But you will do this for roughly an hour to get to where you're going. You're headed towards what's known as the Magister's District. Are you having a hard time finding it?
Yeah.
No, oh, yes. Map _Vedas. It's
Oh, it's not showing up in shared for some reason. I got it.
And then so they won't see you at all. Completely like fucking stealth super ninja, with your 32 stealth. And you just move through. You notice as you move through the town, you caught a slight glimpse of it before, but every district seems to be they have color coded roofing systems. So you move from the blue southern district through the central district with kind of the grayish roofs, and then you remember, there was yellow roofs in the kind of the artisan district. You move to a red district. It has much fancier houses. It's much more kind of built up. There's like you see parks and people dressed wealthily, and kind of move you towards the northern part of the district to a squat stone building where they escort Jahan inside. And since that takes an hour, we'll go back to the docks real quick. And Rajin and Korg, what are you doing? Korg is
Just doing
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing, where like you hold a turtle and it like tries to get your fingers off. It's just.
I'm not
Try to
sure if Dungeons and Dragons have ever addressed eating while in polymorph phase, but if you're a tiny turtle and you eat a fish taco, is that enough food for a day? I don't know.
Does the food stay the same size when I become big again? Because then I'd be hungry as soon as I became big again. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
magic.
I'm actually like, if these guys are standing here, I'm just gonna not go to the same dock.
Yeah, so they're chilling out here, kind of around the ship, kind of watching it. And then Ertos, of course, you are also at the dock.
Yep.
So
Of my crow's nest area.
We're gonna go to this side, and I'm like gonna.
and these guys take up kind of positions.
Yeah.
Here.
We're gonna try to go down far enough to where they can't see me on the other side of the ship. I'm like trying to like wave at somebody, anybody. with my trunk.
Are we? This is an air floating city, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So no, we can't throw the turtle and let the turtle swim the rest of the way to the ship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The giant elephant is surprisingly nimble and manages
Nobody
to
saw it coming.
move without anybody sort of noticing him kind of slipping down this other dock.
Well, technically, he might be strong enough to throw the turtle onto the ship.
What are you doing to me? I have like 5 health. Don't throw a turtle,
If you drop to 0, you'll just turn back into yourself.
and then I'll be arrested for being bored.
They're not
There's
looking at
nobody
the
on the
ship.
ship.
They're looking away
Alright,
from the ship.
alright,
So
alright.
people coming at
Or
All right.
you don't hit the ship at all and you fall into the abyss.
Just thud and then just fall.
Wait,
Yeah,
you'll
I'm
hit the abyss as a turtle, then you'll turn back.
It
That's
carries
right.
over.
Technically,
you can,
but you
You
can
can
only
see-
add so much falling damage.
you're probably only like 10, 15,000 feet up.
I'll rage.
1,000.
I'll rage as soon as I'm about to hit the ground. So I'll be
Each
angry when I
island
die and I'll
creates
come back
its
and hunt
own
every one of you.
Oxygen, you don't have to worry about pressure as much. You can see the ground down there. It's like a halo.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm not Master Chief and I'll die.
hey, hey, hey!
Can somebody acknowledge the elephant in the room, please?
Elephant.
Somebody please acknowledge the elephant in the room.
Is the lizard paying attention?
I'm.
I wonder if I have an elephant sound.
That would draw attention.
Oh,
So looking over the side of the huge balloon,
I think the question should more be, did you see them approaching?
well, I would have seen him approach me because I've been watching the guards this entire time. So
Yeah. Regine was only trying to stealth away. Besides, Airtos' passive perception, while not 7 billion, is still a respectable 22. So Regine is seen.
What
Bro.
are these people who can see the fourth dimension? Like, what is going on here?
Like-
Gets inside.
Deadpool are
like,
like this.
this, we are all just people being controlled by other people.
Simulation here. What is happening?
It's like you look around and you're just this tiny little figure on a tabletop surrounded by giants.
What do your elven eyes see? Everything.
So Airtos definitely sees you there, and you've got your nice elephant trumpet.
Throw
I have
me
elephant
a
roar
rope.
too.
Throw a rope.
tosses a rope over the side of the crow's nest down towards him.
God, how long a rope would that take?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's a lot
From
of
the
rope.
crows all the way across.
You're on the top of the air
Yeah.
balloon.
Yeah.
Which is above
The
the sails.
yep.
Yeah, we don't have a rope
I
that
mean-
long.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I toss it over, realize how far it doesn't go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to do.
Let's out a
Geometry.
sigh. Let's
A
out a
lot.
sigh. Navigates down to the deck of the ship. And then drops a rope off the side of the ship from the deck.
The last time that Regine made a jump to a ship, people fell to their death. Please don't let him jump to the
Like-
ship.
Rashid was the one who was falling to his death, though. Like,
Exactly.
Not
Exactly.
like Eugene!
that's one of his flaws. Elephants can't jump.
The other one's I'm a
He would
coward.
have made sure that it got close to the deck, to the
To the dock.
docks.
Okay.
So I would have gone up to the bow of the ship.
I'm gonna put on my Oogler cloak that gives me an additional trunk, and using my 2 trunks, I'm gonna hold Korg while I tie the rope around myself.
Okay.
And just have Iratos hold the other side
No, Airtos made sure to secure it.
around
Hmm.
Iratos's waist.
No, no, not against. No. He
You
can do
should
an.
be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Airtos goes with the rest of you over the side of the ship.
But we would die together.
No.
I would probably die like that much faster as I hit the ground with Rajin before you, but you know.
I think you would die after them due to the polymorph.
Because I
Hey.
have that extra split second of having to turn back into Korg first and then die.
Splat, and then turn into a giant turtle, and then dissolve back into a splat.
There we go.
You'd
See?
be okay. You'd be okay.
You get double the shock of death.
I die and then have a split second reaction of I just died and then I die again. This is the worst.
I just
Double death.
Can you rage in this turtle form?
You know, you have the intelligence of the regular turtle.
I know, I'm not
you
Korg.
do have all of your class abilities still, I think, except you can't cast.
It doesn't matter. I don't
Rage
need to
is-
rage. Just
But
all
you have the
turtle.
personality of a turtle as well, though. So
But a snapping turtle. And snapping
Ah,
turtle.
shoot.
So you can rage
I'm a snapping turtle?
Rage.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm trying to bite you the whole time then.
It's a baby
He's-
snapping turtle, but it's still.
it sounds like Korg's trying to bite through the rope.
Oh,
kidding.
yes. As you're climbing, I'm just gnawing at it. All right.
Alright, you tie the rope around yourself, grab it with your double trunk abilities as Airtos ties it off to the ship
Yes.
railing or capstan or like
Yeah,
somewhere
no.
along there.
Yes.
The rope's long enough though. So how are you gonna do this?
Uh,
I'm intrigued.
well, last time I didn't put any thought into it. This time,
Put some more thought into it.
I thought to tie myself. That was about it.
Okay, are you gonna try to jump across with the rope then?
No jumping. I'm just gonna, you know, like, kind of like let it sling me
Just-
across.
Fall off and hope that you you realize the ship's higher than the dock, right? You have to get up.
Oh man.
Means you have to
The
climb.
ship's not below the dock. You have to the ship you're here and like the ship's like up here and you have to like get there in some way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to climb up. It'll take a while.
Do you have guidance? Can you guide yourself?
I can later.
Says, are you holding Korg in your hand while
No,
you do this?
no. Korg is very
See in
specifically
your bag.
in my trunk and my cloak's trunk. Both of them
Okay,
can hold
Korg-
appendages.
So you kind of step off the dock, and true to your elephant nature, you fall and swing, and just kind of go to slam in. And at that time, Airtos, we're going to see how well you tied that rope off.
Oh dear. Yes.
Because it's not Korg's magic rope.
Because that's in his thing. As the weight of this gajillion pound, or in reality, where is your weight? 450-pound elephant
Plus a couple ounce turtle.
carrying 82 pounds of equipment. So the 550 or 530 something pound elephant slams in to the side of this ship. The rope pulls taut. Thankfully, shipping ropes are thick and rather durable.
Yes.
You
they
see
are.
one strand kind of start to snap like it's going to unravel, trying to hold the immense weight of this elephant. But it holds strong at this point in time as Regine kind of dangles the end of the rope about 50 feet below the ship.
Oh no.
Well,
50
Uh,
feet?
like 30 feet.
We're dead. We're dead.
30 feet because I assume Airtos tied it to this very strong capstan here,
Yes.
which is designed for holding ropes. And Crazy's a Navy guy, so
Yes. No, it would have been an anchor bearing.
Yeah. yeah.
place.
So for sure, it's tied like right behind you, kind of deal. Not on the railing of the ship that would snap under the weight of Rajin, the
Yeah.
massive fat elephant.
Yes, no.
It's definitely
At
fat.
least
You know
Korg
what's
only weighs
really
a couple ounces, right?
advantageous right now? A bird person.
The two biggest guys you've got.
I go up there, just pull me up.
Korg normally weighs 645 pounds, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I'm a big boy, very big boy. But I have like double proficiency for this shit, so I would have been good. No, I'm a turtle.
I start trying to gather the crew together to assist me on pulling this rope.
Quietly, without taking
Yes.
bringing the attention to the guards.
Yeah, there's already a decent sized thunk, but it's kind of masked by the sound of the docks. The lollygaggers that were watching are back. They're kind of hawking wares. Various people here trying to sell stuff. So it was relatively well masked when Regine went right into the side.
Am I
Just a small sound of, his trunk going.
DM? Can my turtle form provide the help action?
No, not for this.
All right.
It has to be something that you can physically do.
All right. Just curious.
You cannot. However, the crew members can assist Erthos,
Yes.
so he will have advantage on this strength check to try to pull Regine up.
Oh, good. That's very good.
And
Sorry, we
then
were looking for a 25.
Regine can help trying to climb. Or
You know what? No. Give me. I will use inspiration. Reroll, please.
Okay. It's better.
Regine wraps his thick elephant fingers around the delicate rope. It kind of slowly tries to tug himself up. Erthos and the crew do heave, and you pull him up a bit. Heave, pulling him up a bit. A lot of commotion going on the ship as you pull Regine up.
But the guards are facing the other way.
For a second.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Let's see how overall quiet this is.
Not. Hey,
That roll request not go through.
I played Sea of Thieves for like 2 seconds. That little star-shaped thing is supposed to bring up anchors, right?
Yes.
Well, what good is an anchor on an airship?
Your ship can also land in water.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Well, we have 2 of them, right? Is that what I see?
So the forward one manages the anchor, and the center
I'm gonna
one,
use
from my
inspiration
understanding,
on that.
assists with like the sails and deploying them and
I'm gonna use
letting
inspiration on that, please.
I'm not a ship guy, but yeah. You can
Holy
use
crap.
inspiration.
You rolled a 4, it still got 16.
Yeah, because of what I am. That's much better.
All right. You heave, and as the crew starts to struggle, you're like, "Shh, be quiet." And they're like,
Oh yeah.
"This is hard," and they slowly kind of pull Regine up as silently as possible. Regine, you kind of collapse onto the ship. The guards do not notice this effort. Surprisingly enough.
Nice.
I'm only a turtle for an hour, right? And then I'm back to being a turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been like maybe 20 minutes worth of turtle time.
Yeah, halfway through climbing the rope. Whoa!
That would have guaranteed
We're
snap
dead.
the rope.
Oh, we'd be dead. That's
Well,
half a ton.
What? 1,000 plus pounds.
Easy.
I was going to throw him, but realized my strength was not there for it.
It's just don't throw me.
What?
That would
I
have
mean,
been
come
so
on.
bad.
You would have
I would've-
splat into the side of the ship, taken 5 damage, turned it back into Korg, and then fell to your death.
Imagine if Belina had turned you into a bird or something.
Could have just taken care of myself.
Inspired by what he saw. Real life imitates
Spur of the moment.
art.
Spur of the moment, right?
So, what do we do?
Is there anywhere to hide
And,
Korg?
and
on this
who
boat?
was that person who disappeared?
So this one of our new people, Leland, gave up the fact that there were pirates on board the ship, and they
Oh,
took
There's
the
pirates.
man who claimed to be the captain.
Wait, there's pirates on this ship?
They came to the ship with some sort of missive saying that they were looking for members that were on the ship. And then this man saying that he was the captain said that they were not on the ship, and they took him after Leland said that they were.
Well, where's Captain Johannan?
I don't know. I just know that a man claiming to be the captain spoke, not her.
As you look around, Johannan's nowhere to be found. Because Ertos didn't see anything, he only
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, no, exactly. And
Yeah,
since she
yeah.
didn't say anything prior to doing the change, he's like, some guy just called himself the captain.
Who was on
Well-
the ship, but it's someone you've never seen before, exited the ship.
Exactly.
It was very strange.
And he says he's a captain.
Well, is anybody like Kira, Jake, any of our crew? Or just ask them.
Yeah, several of them are standing around,
Oh,
kind of at a loss of what to do.
well, everybody, come huddle.
Hey.
Did
Hey.
anybody see the captain?
There's something strange. Sir, it was one moment the captain was standing there, the next moment there was this strange man wearing her jacket.
Oh, clearly used to spell disguise. Ha, clever. Ha ha ha. Ha. Totally not confused.
Well, I've never seen the captain use spells like that. Normally it involves hitting people with lightning or hitting people with lightning. Most of the time it's lightning.
Yeah,
Just lightning.
That's right. She didn't really use any other spells.
She spoke Shazam and turned into a buff man.
She's used Shatter before, but you weren't around for that.
I mean, that's like a lightning spell.
It's thunder.
Let's confuse the
Thunder
whole
rolls
crew.
Very frightening.
Well,
And now she's a man.
Lena run away. I pull out the wanted poster from my pocket, unfold it, show Ithcarius. I guess you already figured it out, but this is why they're here.
That would be the paperwork that I heard. Yes.
So I hold up the turtle with my trunk. I was like, "This is Korg."
That is entertaining. Can all of them do that?
I don't know.
That would
Can
be
all of them do
such a useful tactic.
But to me, the best
I don't
option.
know why he doesn't do it more often.
Yes. But to me, the best option is to leave the port.
Except the only person who can do anything with the
You
ship
know how to
is
pilot the
Lata.
ship.
I mean, wasn't Korg proficient in ship stuff?
No.
But he's a Tartar.
Well, you just gotta hit him. I think he turns back.
I'll leave you to that. You can hit him. This man steals souls. when he gets angry. No, you can hit him if you want to.
Oh, that's a good point. He's way worse than I am. I at least only take their body. Their soul still goes on to the afterlife.
Exactly.
Technically, he only sucks the life out of them,
Yes, but that's not what Irthos has seen.
and they become dried, shriveled husks.
Well,
I don't do that anymore. I'm reformed.
But
No
we
one's
don't
seen
know
you
that.
use the new version other than make it glow.
And Irthos isn't aware that was your weapon doing it. He straight on thought it was you whenever you get pissed.
Absorbing their life force.
Can't do
Just-
that.
How dare you be on a merchant vessel after my friend Jazar died?
Just don't frustrate me, you know? We're cool. Where can we stash me?
well, I have a chest of holding. We can throw him in there. He'll be safe.
That's how you die.
It's not a great idea. No, go. Okay, you put him in the chest of holding.
No, that was clearly a regime joke about death and morbidness.
There's air in there for 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Cork can hold his breath for an hour. I don't know how
Sure,
long
I
a
can hold my breath really
snapping
well.
turtle can hold its breath. As long as you're done within like the next 3 hours, he'll be okay.
Let's
You don't
just-
know this, but it's gonna take an hour at least to get to the prison. And an hour to get back.
Well, let's store his body, or this turtle, in the brig until he turns back. Because I don't know how to keep hold of this turtle.
Except the turtle's small enough to get between the bars.
Then where is Belina?
I told you, she she abandoned us to go somewhere else off into the city. She's on the poster, clearly a wanted individual. Did you know we were riding around with such criminals?
Yes.
It's not so funny now, is it?
Did you not understand that from our interactions with the
No. Oh, clearly I am a just individual, one who upholds the law. Did you not
That's
get
why
that
you're
from...
missing a tusk.
No, that's Jack. She's the one that did that.
Yes, because you have done stuff for Jack.
Yes.
So you are not just.
What?
You are not just.
Oh,
You do stuff for criminals.
that's all depends on what your definition of a criminal is. This was a legal binding contract.
Are you
So,
sure? Are they not fake paperwork?
well, that was my position, so, especially in that one city, Burnsall.
Yes, so not just.
Well, it's not really faking it if you write it down.
It's not faking it if you write it down.
Gives the paper
Weren't
trail.
those all? They were all forgeries.
See, so I understand why I'm getting paid for. You don't understand what you were getting paid for.
You're getting paid?
In bodies.
Oh.
So while you're arguing a bit about moral justice and stuff, Kira kind of looks around. She's like, "Can we get some food? I'm starving here. Where's Korg to cook?"
Oh,
He is a turtle.
he's right here.
I point at the turtle. They can do that.
I know that Korg's a turtle, but that's not Korg, obviously.
No, the turtles can do that. Apparently, they can turn themselves into small versions.
She kind of pokes at Korg with her finger.
Oh, poke at a snapping turtle. Genius.
She's like, "Is that him,
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
Captain? I mean,
do
oh,
I
Captain?
recognize people in this? Like, what's my intelligence? Is it any higher now that I'm not Korg? Because there's a chance it's higher now that I'm not Korg.
No,
It's gonna be lower.
Is it? No,
Just
or it'll be
slightly.
probably close to the same.
just slightly.
Animals usually have like
I have 6.
Okay, well a giant
look at
snapping
this.
turtle would have a 2. And that's for a giant one. You're not
You're a
giant.
baby. He's a baby.
You're a baby turtle.
I would
So
probably
probably
bite
a
the finger
2
poking me then.
She, as you bite her finger, she like shakes and and she slaps you, and it deals.
I mean, does she have to try to hit me first, or does she just hit me?
You attached it. She's just
Oh,
swinging her arm.
I
with
don't
her
think I
foot.
was hanging on. It's just a bite, but
Snapping turtles don't just bite; they snap and hold.
So, essentially, she kind of you snap at her, and she like flings her hand, and you go kind of flying off, and you slam into the deck, and you take enough damage that you turn back into Cork.
yep.
Just
And you've got a bag of holding full of fish tacos for the
I know
hunting
she
crew.
just chucked me.
yeah.
I'm about to throw her over the fucking boat. Put your face in a fucking goddamn turtle's. What'd you expect was gonna happen? And then you hit me? Bitch, I'm pulling out the Warhammer now. Let's go.
Hold on. No, it's okay.
Okay. Korg rips out his warhammer to bear down on Kira, who's like shocked that now Korg has turned into a massive turtle man again.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
Arthros
hey,
is trying to keep everyone
hey.
quiet.
Hey,
And
shh.
Korg executes her.
Let's just go get me into a hiding spot now. There's this big giant fucking turtle.
There's blue and gold still on the pier. Okay, come on.
Need to go hide.
Ah. So, probably getting below decks.
Alright.
Now we just need to get Belina and find out where Johannin went. And deal with Leland.
Alright, you guys head below decks. It's been like 30 to 35-ish minutes at this point in time. You guys try to work out your plan. Belina, you're still following them, so we'll get to you guys as we get a little closer to
So,
the hour time.
must find Belina and figure out what happened to Johannin. And then I shall deal with Leland.
Well, we're not going back out there. Listen. This is how it'll work. They'll do their questioning, because this is exactly how it works, okay? They'll do their questioning, they'll find nothing, and then we can leave.
I'll probably come back to the boat. Alright, I'm gonna go back below deck and look for somewhere to hide. And hopefully somebody who's better at hiding will help me find a place to hide.
I don't think there's really any good areas to hide.
Oh, no, legit, Korg, good hiding place, only needed, listen, only needed, whenever you want to hide, is my chest. It is a chest of holding, and an individual like yourself could last in there for days. As long as you're smart enough to hold your breath. 10 minutes of air will go a long time.
But wouldn't they check your chest?
I don't think so.
So let me get this straight. I hold my breath, and then I breathe for a couple seconds because it's 10 minutes of air, and then hold my breath, and then breathe for a couple seconds of air, and then hold my breath. That's your plan?
You
Just don't fall asleep.
You probably get about 20 hours out of that.
As long as you don't fall asleep.
Yeah, if he falls asleep, he'll die.
Yeah.
There's no way they're gonna check longer than that.
How? Okay, just do whatever you need me to do.
Feed the hungry crew and then go hide.
I will
In the
cook
lower
up
deck.
some food. Cook up some food. Actually, I'll just pull out the rest of the fish tacos since I only got through maybe 10 to 12 of them. And give fish tacos to everybody. But Kira explicitly gets less than everybody else for throwing me.
Okay.
Stop standing on the furniture.
Yeah, damn it!
Kira, get down!
Kira, comes for her fish tacos, and she's like, I didn't know you were gonna bite me, boss. I was just trying to see what was going on.
You put your fingers in the face of a turtle. What do you think was gonna happen? I
I've
wasn't
never
even me
seen
in there.
such a cute itty bitty little turtle before. It was so
Take-
precious in
Take
small
your
form.
one taco and go.
And you just have to wonder if in the back of
I'm so
Eugene's mind
hungry.
is like, she really would have turned me into a mouse.
All right. Fish tacos to everybody. I'm out of fish tacos now. Damn
Okay.
it.
Well, that's probably gonna take a good chunk of time for you to make
Yep.
the fish tacos and stuff. So.
Oh, no, I was going to use the fish tacos that I had.
From the
Oh,
bag of
one
ham.
you already had. Okay, you're just handing
Yeah, I
out.
was going to hand out probably the last
I
35 fish tacos to everybody and then go downstairs.
I understand.
I'm sad about it because those are my fish tacos from Phil's, but low on time.
Honor
so-
McDowell, go get a shirt. Children.
All right, and then all right, what are you guys doing? What's your plan? How are you gonna escape these guards, get into the city, and find Belina? Or is Belina supposed to come back for you?
I have no clue. No clue at all.
I'm not leaving the ship. I'm hiding. So.
Raj-
So,
Gene-
as you guys are hiding on the ship, discussing your plans, Belina,
Yes.
the guards enter this kind of large building, escorting Johannan and Leland inside. And Johannan, you're brought into a cell and locked in. Several guards kind of dispersed, only a few seem to stay behind, a few patrolling your area. And you see that they brought Leland into a cell next to you, but you can't see him anymore. And as they lock you in, kind of the mage from earlier just speaks. He's like, we will get to the bottom of this. Hang tight. I assume we will have.
See what the building looked like from above. All I have is the courtyard. It's like I have no idea what anything looks like.
Is there a window
around
by
back?
any chance in the cell?
There is not. There's only the
Or
gate,
to the main
the
room?
large door leading into the main central area.
So there's
They have
no
a
way
very
around
small,
the building.
limited area of light.
Alright, so there's.
You can move around the
Oh,
building.
okay. Yes, this is what I was looking for.
Yes.
I just couldn't find the edges. Perfect.
Like,
Wonderful. Is there a window? Are there windows along the back?
There are no windows.
No windows. Mm, thinking. Options.
Oh. Pin. Pin.
It's weird. No windows. Was not expecting that.
Relatively secure prison.
Do I sense, just by chance, that my concentration is no longer needed on that spell because it ended at some point during the walk?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. So I have used one 4th level spell slot.
And hopefully they did not get him.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers on that one, but I have good feelings. I have faith. Thinking.
Maybe they got Korg. Maybe everything's okay. 50-50 chance here for Belina.
Right. Let's see. So there's no windows, just one entrance in, one entrance out. No. Oh,
How
dear.
many did I count when I came in? And how many
So-
have I seen leave?
So there's a so one thing you'll notice, John, you came through a doorway that leads to like another kind of room. So there's a larger central room, and then you were brought to a back room. Um, so you saw several people. They kind of escorted you back here. There's a few guards chilling out in this back room. Everybody else left out through the front door, but you don't know if they're in that front room or if they're gone. Out of those about 9 people that escorted you.
Okay.
In this room, you see 2 or 3 people. They kind of move around, but you can only occasionally see. You have very limited visibility from your cell
Okay.
on what you can see.
Oh, let's see. Things I can do. I can only do once.
And as they brought you in, John, and they confiscated your belongings.
That
Unless you choose to resist them confiscating your belongings. Not your jacket, but like any weapons or your staff and stuff like that. But you still have your robe and your jacket. Their clothes and stuff are still there.
okay, so while my backpack would have been left on the ship, would they have taken my let's see. I'm going through my inventory. Most of my stuff would have been left in my on the ship anyway.
Yeah, so just like if you had your dagger or crossbow with you, that's gone.
There would have been a dagger, that's it.
Yeah, so that's gone.
On
They
the
leave you
inventory,
your
the
robe.
dagger's the only thing that I would have had on.
Yeah, so you still have your robe and your Skyfarer's jacket, but the dagger gets stripped off of you.
Not a problem. That's not something I really care about losing.
Alrighty then. Let's see. My options are severely limited. What's the door made out of?
This main door is just like it's a double sturdy oak door.
Oak door. Okay. Is it got a metal handle on it?
It does.
Oh, things to do, things not to do. Are there any like signs or words, or anything out here that gives indication as
There-
to?
Just a small sign that says prison facility number 3.
Number 3. Interesting. And then, so I take it that, yes, that's acceptable. Go, watch it show. Let's see. So, having observed the outside area, no windows, only one door in or out. Did the entire entourage that was escorting her go in?
They did.
Okay, and none of them have come back out.
You have seen a few leave.
Okay. All right.
And the person who normally infiltrates prisons for us is the one locked up.
All right. No windows. Read the description on something real quick while I think about something. Object. No, that doesn't really help, I don't think. I mean, possibly could be effective depending on how used, but it also could give myself away, so that's not gonna work very well. And while this one is very versatile, oh, I'm a terrible person. I'm an idiot and a terrible person, and you're gonna. This is probably gonna fail 100 times over, but I'm gonna try it anyways. You ready for this? All right. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go out into the streets, and I'm gonna find a guard, right? And maintaining my disguise, I'm going to approach the guard
Okay.
but somewhere close to this prison facility specifically,
Okay. So like a guard patrolling around here
like
in the
really close. And it's like, and I want to say, excuse me, I saw wanted posters for the Zoo Crew Pirates. I think I saw that turtle person in this district.
Where?
Is I want to make sure that I can get paid for turning them in. Is it possible to talk to someone who can arrange to have the payments, and then I'll be able to take you there?
He looks at you somewhat angrily. He's like, "It is the duly sworn nature of every imperial citizen to report
Yes,
people
and I fully
against the
intend.
Empire.
I fully
I'm
intend to report.
disgusted by your attempt to coerce this information, but very well. If it will lead to the capture of these wanted criminals,
Yes, yes.
I will take you to the Magister's office."
Is there someone nearby? Because if we go too far, I'm afraid he'll get away.
The Magister is not too far away. He will be able to.
Perhaps just the prison captain would be enough, because I trust most of your,
Just tell
Empire
me
guards.
now. I promise you. I swear upon the Emperor that you shall get the money owed to you, should you provide truthful information and the capture of these wanted criminals.
Well, he's carrying a very big weapon. You may want to get additional help. Is there a prison nearby?
I
where-
can handle a pirate.
No, I'm afraid not. It glows with this magical energy. I think perhaps it's cursed.
You've seen this beast wielding a magical weapon?
Yes, just.
Then lead me now. The citizens are in danger.
No, I'm just.
He
I am worried you
pulls
can't
out
handle with a no
a
alone.
small like bugle horn, and he summons 3 quick blasts, signaling a sound of distress to summon more guards.
Oh, good. More guards. Yes, wonderful. It's this way, and I run off in a direction away from the prison and towards. Let me take a look at
The
the
best I
city
got
map.
there for sound.
Isn't that a critical
And
sound?
as
too?
the guards,
I don't have a trumpet.
as the guards start coming, and I see them start coming out, whatever, if they start coming out of the prison, whatever the case may be, I will run in a southerly direction
Okay.
And Autumn Riddell, go away. I do not find you entertaining at this point.
You run a southern reduction. There's about 2 or 3 guards that join up. A total, a couple more join the one that you were originally rushing with.
All right. And I will lead them on a winding chase south, and then I'm going to make stealth checks and try to lose them.
All right, this is gonna be with disadvantage because they're hot on your heels, trying to keep up with you.
But Belina has 35 movement, right?
Yeah.
I do have 35 movement speed.
Yeah, you do, but you're trying to evade people literally chasing and looking on you and trying to get like squared away.
Let's see, at 21.
And then we will check their perception check against you. After a few minutes, you successfully lose them.
And I'll circle back around.
I got
to the-
17.
I'll circle back around to the prison, and I'll repeat this until the guards are in, and I'll keep going in different directions. You know, pulling guards across the town, grabbing a different one each time, and going in different directions across the town. So, however many deception, persuasion, and stealth checks you require of me,
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. And there's no guarantee any of those guards actually came from the prison at all.
I
Just so you're
know.
checking.
I know
It-
I'm just trying to cause havoc at this point. They get slightly worse each time. It's like they're on to me. That last
Right.
one, they're on to me.
There is a massive influx of guards within this region now. Several guards come from other sectors. They're looking for this massive turtle within the Magister district. It's flooded. Almost every corner you look at is full of guards brandishing weapons, bugle calls signaling. Rumors are starting to go around about this strange cloaked figure leading guards on wild chases, and they start actually the calls searching for the turtle change to also find that bitch in the cloak. As you sow descent across the Magister's district and bring a massive influx of guards into it.
I have caused enough confusion. At this point, I will leave the Magister's district and head towards the. Where's the city map again? There it is. That's not it. That's the one it points to. Where's the city map? There it is. Head toward. I'm going to go to the Mercantile district, and I'm going to go shopping.
Okay. So for those of you back on the ship, it's been quite some time since Belino was gone. But your initial 30-minute discussion, there's for Belina sowing chaos in the Mercantile district, easily over half an hour worth of work to do this. So you've been sitting on the ship hour and a half, coming up on 2 hours now. The guards haven't moved.
Okay.
Nothing's really changed down at the docks district. Runner, you do for, I think Ertos, you're still not below decks.
No, I would have come up top.
All right. A runner does come up to the guards, speaks hurriedly to a couple of them. Let me turn these guys visible so you can see them again. They speak in hushed tones, and then the messenger rushes off again. The guards look more on edge, more wary. They're searching around. They occasionally glance at the ship from time to time, clutching their weapons as though expecting anything could happen at a moment's notice. As chaos reigns throughout the city.
Nice.
All searching for Korg and that cloaked bitch who lies.
I'm going shopping.
So, what do you guys want to do? We don't really do the planning, if you know what I mean.
It's very true.
I mean, how many guards can one city possibly have, right? We just kill until they're all gone.
That is not something that necessarily works.
I think if you just keep killing and then they all go away. They don't have all
the
of their
ones
guards.
here go away eventually. Sure, yes. The ones here eventually, but then they just call in more. I mean, it is the Empire we're talking about here.
Well, then we kill them too. I mean, it takes like a long time for people to send guards from other cities, so we kill every guard in this city, and then there's no more guards, and then we'll just leave.
Well, I'm down with that plan until it goes south, and then, I can't say that I'd stick around.
But we'll have to go south, but also north and all the other ways too, because the whole city has lots of guards.
Yes, yes, it does, and we still don't know. We still don't know what happened to Johannan.
Yeah, and they've been gone for a couple hours, so.
All I know is that Belina said, "Trust me," and turned me into a turtle, and then we went back to the ship. I think she probably wanted us to stay here and just hide.
Well, I mean, I see it as one or two choices. Well, I see a third. Okay. One, we could kill all the guards out there right now. And then kill more when they come. And then kill, just kill them all. That's great. Just like Korg said.
No, that's not
Another
a very...
option, we wait until the change of guards, because I remember something about that being said. Before I got onto the ship. And then try to challenge the new guards, because they don't recognize everybody. Or the third option is that we wait here.
You think that the new guards won't recognize me and I can go too?
No.
Well, that's the reason why we challenge the new guards. And then,
so that they don't recognize me, yes. That's what I said.
And then the three of us break away.
What do I do once I've gotten off the ship and the whole city's looking for a turtle?
Pretend to be a bird.
I don't have the magics to do that, though.
No,
You
just
turn
pretend.
yourself into a little turtle again.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Okay, so that's not something you do.
No, that was Belina. I can go like this. Watch, and I'll retreat into my shell. I'm just a 400-pound, 600-pound shell on the ground now. You hear this like echo, like they'll never find me in here.
We can get a big wagon and use a tarp then.
There are some wagons on the docks.
They'll never know, and I'll just be the shell.
And we put a tarp over it, so now it looks like a cart full of product of some kind.
Well, shouldn't
What
we
was the
cover
end
him
goal,
with the
though?
product?
But what's the end goal? Like, you got me off the ship. Now
We find Belina and Johannan.
Oh, we saved the captain.
I'd only spent a little time in that town, but it's really big.
Also, they have my diamond.
And I would have to kill so many guards.
I think I might be able to find some criminal people to back us up.
What?
Well, you know,
Okay, so
jack screws everywhere.
Oh, if they have a hideout in the city, we could hide there and be safer than the ship.
Well, good luck finding it, and you gotta pay them a hell of a lot to be able to hide with them. They also taking a risk.
You just said a minute ago that you could find them for help, and now all of a sudden that's out of the question.
No, not out of the question. I just said hard.
2 hours ago, he was saying that he was just upright and not a criminal at all.
yes, exactly.
Hey, I'm not a criminal at all. I owe a massive, massive debt. Okay?
So if we get me to one of these cool, like, criminal hideouts and stuff, and I hide with them, then I'll be safe, and you guys can do the dirt you need to do, because if they're looking for you too, how will you not get in trouble?
I'll pull out the piece of paper and, like, show
Oh.
him the Zoo Crew pirate thing. Like, Cork, you can see Ithos and I. We're not on this.
I already saw this earlier. It's just pictures of people's.
This
but
is a
it
picture
doesn't-
of you.
Well,
You know what it
that is
says?
just- Yes, there's numbers on it here, and there's pictures.
It says you're worth 5,000 as a whole crew.
I'd like to think I'm worth more than that, but okay.
Well,
Wait, 5,000 what?
gold.
Platinum? Oh, all right.
Listen.
Well,
Listen. You want to be worth more?
We killed this whole city.
Yes.
Oh,
Not just the guards, but
no,
everybody.
No,
No? Okay.
no.
No.
Why is
No,
the
I-
assassin the voice of reason?
I don't
The
know.
barbarian has none. I don't know what you want.
Why
from
is
me.
the assassin the one that's responsible for never killing anybody?
Then I see one of two options for Korg. One, I stay on the ship and hide. Another is I go hide with Jack and them. And another is I killed the whole ship. Not ship.
You're not trying to kill the whole ship.
City. Or
Listen.
another option is only the guards, not all the city.
Listen. I recognize
more
this
than-
as a impossible
Korg could
task.
let himself get arrested.
There's many options. I could also just turn myself in. That's like way more than one option.
Well, if you turn yourself in,
Or count.
I could turn you
Then we
in,
have to-
collect the money. And then we'll
And
bail
they
you
put
out with the
me-
money.
I've seen this in a TV show before.
Yeah, I don't know how this ends well for us though.
I think this is a typical trope.
I assure you, if anybody gets captured, we can get you out. How many
But
bodies we will
here's
leave
the
in our wake,
thing.
we're not too sure.
But here's the thing. I'm not captured right now, so you don't have to get me out if I just don't get caught.
Oh, I have an idea. We turn you in, but then we say that you belong to a different ship, and that's actually the Zoo Crew.
And then what? I go to jail? What if I just
Then,
don't get turned in?
with all the money, we hire a bunch of thugs to storm the jailhouse.
Or we just don't put me in jail. What was the point of this? Why put me in jail to take money, to spend money to get me out of jail?
Well, we need to get the captain out too. It'll be a ruse.
But I'll just stay
What am I
hidden.
supposed to do with that?
You guys go get captain out because you're not on the paper, so apparently you're not the zoo crew, and then we leave. You don't need me, is what I'm trying to say so kindly.
Disagree.
You don't need me to come along and get arrested.
You can use a distraction.
But what are you? I just don't know why. If to what end would getting arrested, me arrested, what would that save? That wouldn't solve any problems. That only creates more. Then I am in jail, and then you have to get me out too. Your plan is to get Korg arrested to free Captain. If you don't want me to be part of crew and just trade, that's fair too. Just say it.
I have no clue what to do.
I will stay here, and we'll work with crew. They'll announce when maybe that the guys come on deck, and I'll hide in your box like you said and hold my breath, and then you guys just go take care of the captain and get wherever Johanna went. I don't even know where she's at. Find her and Belina, and let's just leave. You don't need me to go with you. I'm the only one right now here in this room talking that has a bounty. Just go without me and let me hide in the box, and the crew will let me know if any Empire peoples comes on the deck, and then I'll hide. That's all. And I'll hide and hold my breath forever if I need to.
Okay.
Go without me. I will stay here and hide. Kira and Jace will take care of me.
Okay.
And we will take our midstream break as we've hit 2 hours of streaming, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Welcome back from our midstream break where our party was figuring out how will they join up with their missing captain, who they don't really know what happened to, and where is Belina for the last 2 hours. Korg, a wanted man, trapped between Rajin and Irtos, the three least planned people in the zoo crew. What are you guys going to do to try to rescue your captain and discover what happened to your bardic friend?
Korg will reach into his bag and pull out the stone given to him by the old sage of the last island we were on.
Yes,
And
the one that requires you to call upon Ogremark to summon its powers.
yes.
All right.
And I will accept the transformation thing that the guy talked about.
All right. As you invoke the stone, calling out to the name of Ogremark, the stone shatters upon your hand, and then it slowly grows across your body, and your entire body becomes encapsulated in rock, which will give you resistance to all damage, and your speed will go down to 5 feet.
All right, I did it, boys. I don't look like Korg anymore.
You look like a massive, hulking, shambling mound of rock.
Wait, what did I miss?
It's not threatening. Not threatening at all.
We have a shambling mound of rock instead of a Korg?
Does this stay forever?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, well, it'll take me about that long to get up the stairs.
It meant for battle.
That wasn't
Predominantly.
explained to Korg by the sage. My bad.
Who gave Korg what bright idea?
Korg used his stone from the Sage of the Earth to call upon Ogremark, some might know who that is, to encapsulate himself in stone to resist all damage. And now, instead of looking like a turtle, he looks like a massive rock-skinned boulder-like creature. But his movement is slowed. Similar to kind of what you saw when you fought that Earth cultist.
Yeah.
Encapsulated himself in stone to resist all damage. Very similar effect. Only he couldn't move at all. Korg can move at a speed of 5 feet.
I start gradually making my way up the stairs.
You hear this boom, boom. God, you gotta weigh like 1,000 pounds now with all this rock.
I weigh so much.
Like, just dong, 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 and you see this shambling rock creature come from downstairs. The crew kind of panics, starts rushing away.
Is there a panic on the deck?
A bit of a panic on the deck, yes.
Looking over towards the guards.
They kind of casually look back, but they seem relatively uninterested in what's going on. They were told nobody gets on, nobody gets off. That's all they care about. You guys can all murder yourselves if you want. They don't care.
All right. I don't look like
They're
Korg.
lawful neutral. What do you say? You what?
I said I don't look like Korg. I did it.
You do not look like Korg.
Well, what's the plan here?
Don't you fucking ask me what's the plan, Rajin, okay? Don't you fucking ask me what's the plan. The plan is I go get arrested, and then we use all that money to pay for people to get me back out of jail and start over again. They're just funding an infinite loop of arrest him, and then we'll break him out, and then arrest him, and then we'll break him. Just keep passing the gold around.
What are you guys doing?
Making my way. I'm on top of the deck. Now what?
Let's go down the gangplank.
Yep, going down the gangplank.
And as you
It's
guys
gonna wear off before I make it.
shuffle down.
off the
It is.
gangplank.
It is.
You'll make it down the gangplank, and the guards kind of turn around. They're like, "Halt! Nobody is allowed to leave. Return to your ship." And
Return to the ship.
you've got a few seconds left.
Return to the ship.
As you start to turn back to the ship, bits of the rock start crumbling off of your body. Just
Somebody throw Korg.
and
Brigitte, I hope you have something ready.
Stand in the way. Oh, okay. I mean,
Oh,
sure we can't
what's
stay here?
happening with that rock creature? And they
It is a disease that we're trying to get away from.
We're taking the
That
disease route. Here we go.
it intrigues the priest to come forward more.
He's
Curious about this disease.
Just stay back, stay back.
And they definitely see Korg strolling back onto the ship.
Oh,
They're like, "That's him!
Well, so much for
That's
that.
the one
Claire.
we're after! Surrender now!"
Okay, I guess it's time for initiative.
I mean, I tried. I got him, you know, hidden,
So,
sneaky.
You
I
said
mean,
go
I
back
don't
to
know
the
how
ship.
many
can-
times
you
a
can
6
surrender.
intelligence barbarian could say, "Hey, I probably shouldn't leave the ship." Before everybody says, "No, leave the ship," and so we leave the ship.
Hey.
I don't know what to tell you.
Don't- I don't
There's
know, man.
only so many
Wait.
times an idiot will resist doing something stupid and tell everybody else that it's a bad idea before
so
doing it.
do you want us to
So-
stop or head back to the ship? Which way is it to go? Because we obviously only have one option here.
Where are you, Erthos? Are you on the ship, or are you with them on the gangplank?
I'm at the top of the gangplank, getting ready to start going down.
Okay.
When we were told to go back to the ship. So now I'm asking the guy,
Who are
which is it?
you?
Are we supposed to be staying here, or are we supposed to be coming down, or going back?
Who are the two of you? You weren't on the ship when we searched it earlier.
I was in the cloud thing. The balloon. So was he.
I'm the watch for the ship. I was at my station where I was supposed to be.
Yes, the watch.
You were aware of this creature upon your vessel hiding out?
He wasn't there when I got there. Did you guys see him when you came on board the ship?
I like how you try to
No.
make it not a lie by speaking the truth. Like, I'm not gonna ask for a deception check because you're technically
Do
being
it.
truthful. Like, you need a deception check.
Okay.
I'm not technically lying, so don't make me roll.
hey, if you're not technically lying, even if you roll the deception, your difficulty isn't
You're-
as high.
You're still attempting to deceive them, though.
Yes.
Yes,
I
but
know.
it's not as
I'm
much of a
just-
deception.
I'm presently just buying time until I can figure out what they're planning on doing.
Nothing. They have
uh,
no plan.
Like, all of you are under arrest. You need to come with us.
So are we supposed to be
Aiding
going
and
down?
abetting a
supposed-
prisoner.
So we're supposed to be coming down there.
Yes.
I'm confused. You said get back on the ship.
Exactly. I was just trying to figure out
No,
our
okay.
logic.
The others
Blorg,
kind of approach
Lord.
and
get back on the ship.
point their weapons at you. Say, all of you come here now. Do not return to the vessel,
Nope,
or
nope.
we will put you under.
Under what?
Surrender peacefully,
wait.
or face the wrath of the Empire.
Rajit,
Under
I
what?
believe you. Rajit, just go. I believe it is time. We've given them ample opportunity.
To.
Roll initiative.
All right, and we will roll initiative.
All right. So the main speaker is a war priest.
Yes. Just
Okay.
give me 1 second while I. Give us some music. As Airtus, it is your turn.
Yes, it is indeed my turn.
So does that stone thing also count psychic? Because I'm already immune to, or like half damage to everything.
It's all damage. Yeah.
So the only thing that stone actually did was give me psychic resistance, and then drop my speed 35 feet. Damn. Okay. I was
Yeah,
curious what the
that's
stone.
the only thing. For you, not as effective as for other people.
Yeah, I was trying to think about like the logistics of it. I was like, realistically, all I did was lose a hell of a lot of move speed, and then I was immune to psychic or resistant to psychic.
Right. So for bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and Hunter's Mark the war priest.
All right.
Am I not targeting him? I thought I was targeting him. Well, I was not. There we
Now
go.
you're targeting.
Oh, let's try that. There we go. All right. So yay, since I'm at the first of the round, that's a whole bunch of stuff that I get to do. So that's my Dread Ambusher that goes up. I assassinate. There it is. So activate my assassinate.
Where'd they go?
I don't know where he went. That's a very good question. Where
I
did
don't know what happened there.
There he is.
That was
There
an
he
easy
is.
fight. He fell off the dock. Boom, idiot. Slippery when.
Do you have anything
and-
with knockback? Just knock him 10 feet
know?
to the side. Bye.
And all right, so it's just my assassinate right now with the Hunter's Mark because. And does it appear that he is wearing armor? I would imagine that does appear that he is wearing armor.
Yes, he is wearing chainmail.
Okay. So I will also go ahead and put on sharpshooter. All right, he's targeted. So
That will hit.
yep. So I'll apply my sneak attack and my sharpshooter damage. And sneak attack. As well as my Dread Ambusher damage since I managed to hit him. All right. Oh, come on. Roll damage.
Your first attack slams in to the war piece, chunking into his armor, and he grunts and kind of rocks back, his eyes wide in shock that you would dare to assault a member of the Empire.
All right, that's my first attack. Because I do actually have 2 attacks now.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and again shoot at him. Come on, no, shoot at him.
That will hit.
Yep. No sneak attack this time. No dread ambusher either.
All right, and is that it? All right. So the this skirmisher kind of adapts to their shock about what's going on, begins to kind of rush forward. And then whips out a pistol as he rushes in, firing the pistol at Rajin. And as it misses, it dashes in, swinging his sword at Rajin twice. I can't roll today.
Yay!
Yay!
Utterly missing.
Damn, he could shoot and attack twice with his sword and dash. Wow.
He's roguelike. I don't know.
And this guy rushes in, and as he rushes, he kind of pauses, and he's like, "Take them all!" And it just cries out, and you notice the people around him feel emboldened by his words.
Oh dear God.
Remember when half our crew died just from a regular merchant ship?
And then
This is what happens when you leave the non-thinkers to themselves.
this guy, the grenadier, rushes up, and as he does, he grabs like a cylindrical object, and he strikes it on a metal plate upon his chest, and hurls it next to Korg and Rajin. And it explodes.
Wait, is
Next
this a dexterity
video.
saving throw?
Yeah, you succeeded.
Hold on. Is this a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
I can provide advantage to Martin with my shell as a reaction, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So we'll have
I forgot about that little skill until just now. It's the first time in this whole freaking campaign.
Roll.
I took a feat just for it.
one more attempt there.
Yeah, you did.
7!
You did it. I just wanted to use the feat one time before it was over.
All right, and it explodes, blasting Rajin and
50.
Korg with fiery shrapnel. Korg takes half damage due to making his save, and of course, Rajin failed. That should work. D-save to clear saves in the chat log. The War Priest he looks at Ertos with anger within his eye, and he holds up his mace and speaking, he's like, the aspects control and bind you. And he casts hold person at
Mhm.
you.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good.
Alright, and then that will
Yep.
let me I put the wrong effect on you. I meant to put concentration on him. But you are paralyzed by the priest.
Yep.
He's the one concentrating. So let me clear. You are not concentrating. Make sure that's understood. Okay, it's not on there. And then as a bonus action, he swishes his mace through the air and a shimmering light kind of projects and glows forth in the
Spiritual weapon shows up.
yes. Let's see if I have we'll just call it trap for now. But he summons a spiritual weapon that attacks Regine.
This is why I was trying to get rid of the priest first.
But misses. Korg.
Korg will simply step forward to here and hold out his hands and say, just arrest me. There is no need to fight. I will come willingly.
Okay. Regine.
I've seen one too many tussles. I'm gonna move there, and he'll get his attack if he chooses to take it.
When you're moving there, you're moving aggressively and like rushing past him.
I don't. Yeah.
He's gonna take his attack.
Okay. Yeah.
I was just seeing if you were like surrendering or if you were like.
Yeah, does it look like you're surrendering, or does it look like you're not going down without a...
He misses.
I'm not going down.
Regine can't dodge a bomb, but he can't be hit by normal weapons.
So I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Puts a 15-foot radius spirits around me. In a circle.
Is it a circle?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
it's alright.
I don't know why I did a.
And people that start their turn have to make a wisdom save, or else they get hurt.
Yep. And they move slow either way.
Yep.
And that's your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
I assume you chose to exempt Korg and yourself.
Oh yes, I'll exempt
And
Korg and Airtos.
Airtos.
And whoever's on the ship.
Okay.
Okay,
Airto.
I can't do
Go
anything on my
ahead.
turn.
Yep, so you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so it doesn't automatically do that.
No, I thought it might, but here, I can request it for you.
Well, it might do it at the end of my turn, because that's what
I
happened.
ended your turn and it didn't
Okay.
auto-roll it, so it doesn't know.
Yes. Ha!
Alright, and you are no longer paralyzed. Which also means he's no longer concentrating. Alright, and then the skirmisher just kind of looks at he passes. So he looks at Korg and it's like, stay there while we deal with your friends. And then shoots their pistol at Regine.
Oh!
This time hitting. And they will apply their sneak attack.
Oh.
And you do maintain concentration on your spell. And then steps forward, just doesn't really care so much about your guardians. Their goal, they know if they can, they're intelligent. They know they can beat you senseless and win. Not with that attack, though.
They could beat you senseless and win. Wah, wah. Dang.
And then the guard, fails, so. The guard turns towards you as well, and then first attempts to bash you with his shield. And as he hits, he puts extra oomph into this, and it hits exceptionally hard upon you. And then that attack tries to knock you prone. Hold on. I didn't have you targeted for the... Why are you not... Come on, you can do this. There we go. And does knock you prone. And then follows up with his longsword. And then one more attack with his longsword.
Wow.
It's got like 14 attacks.
3.
Each of them has 3 attacks, it seems like, except for the Grenadier.
And then the Grenadier just ignores Regine. He can make it to there because he's slowed. But that's close enough for him to fire off a shot with his hand cannon at Ertos.
Did he roll 3 d20s?
He
Oh,
had
Apparently, he was going
I
after
was
Rajit
not
as
targeting Regine. I don't know why it did that. It's only targeting you.
well. Well, you
That's weird. Let's make sure this doesn't hit both Regine and you. Okay. And then he fires off one more shot at Ertos. And as these bullets strike you from his hand cannon, the exploding shells, they hit you and they zap you with like this burst of electricity each time the shots slam into you.
Is he close enough? It's like not half. But I don't remember for circles.
It's supposed to be at least half for a circle, but
Yeah, so not that
this
one.
might just be an issue with the Fantasy Grounds drawing, because that looks like that should cover half. So, we'll count it.
Okay.
Well, actually, hold on. Actually, I think it's actually further, because than it's supposed to be. So, no.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
supposed to be.
Well, it should be the line right before him, if we call that
Yeah.
15 feet.
I don't know why it drew it a bit further.
Okay.
Where's the... I can't resize it down for some reason, but it's always one end that controls the scroll. Yeah, so he's out of it.
Okay.
He is going to summon his mystical energies, and he casts Bless upon the guard, grenadier, and skirmisher.
Does his sword go away?
No, it does not, because spiritual weapon is not a concentration spell.
Yep, it isn't. It has a duration. Yep.
And then as a bonus action, it floats up to Erthos.
Yep.
And swings and hits. Korg.
Alright, I guess we're just fighting. Look, I've done everything tonight to avoid this exact thing, and it's just not going to happen.
They,
So,
as
no, it's
long as
not
you were
your
willing
fault.
to surrender, they weren't
Nope.
gonna attack
Yep.
you.
Yep. It was
And I did
100%.
ask Regine.
Yep.
what
It's
his
not
goal
you.
was.
I know who it was back when bad ideas were flowing, and I said, probably not a good idea. And we didn't want to stick with it, so we're killing now, I guess. So I'll draw the hammer. Bonus action, rage.
I'm not sure if you guys are killing anything, but
No, I'm not. I'm saying that's what we're doing, right? Like
Okay.
quotations. So bonus action to rage.
Alright, so your Warhammer is not glowing in that case.
Okay. I didn't realize I turned
Take
it
the
off.
bonus action too.
Okay. I didn't realize I turned it off. That's my bad. I was just gonna leave it on forever. Just no point in turning it off. Alright. I'm raging. That was me screaming. I'm going to just attempt to push this guy off the edge.
Alright. So
Do I have
that'll be an
advantage?
athletics check.
Yeah, you have advantage on athletics.
Well, so here's the thing. With the Path of the Bear, it says I have advantage on pushing objects. He's not an object per se.
But because you're raging, you have advantage on athletics checks.
Yep.
So you still get an advantage because a shove is still an athletics check to try to push someone. And then he gets to choose. What's going to be more convenient for him. So he will make a
Bye.
You push him off and he screams as he starts falling off of the edge.
And is that an attack action or is that just an action, right?
It's a attack.
It is an attack, so I can
It's
take
the
my
attack action.
second attack to try to push the next guy.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh damn.
try to push the next guy off too. This isn't where I wanted tonight to go. I wanted to just maybe we just don't kill people once, guys.
I wasn't
but no.
gonna shove people off the edge to insta kill them, but since it's on the table,
I mean, that's what you do as a player character, right?
Let's see
see how it goes. What you can do, I can do.
Well, I mean, you could absolutely do that, but I feel like that's what Korg would do is start just shoving people.
Oh no.
So-
legit.
He'll shove the next guy, or attempt to, because I know what happens when I shove people sometimes. I get pushed off of cliffs
So
by
are you going
little
after
gnomish people or halfling people. So.
Are you going after the guard or the skirmisher?
Did I actually move forward after I did that? I was gonna push the one. Yeah.
You want to try to
push
push the skirmisher from there? Okay.
I mean, I can still move forward. That's totally fine. I was just gonna push the guy to my
Immediately?
bottom right.
Yep, immediately
Okay.
in front of you.
He's
Yeah.
technically within
So-
5 feet, so you can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna just
You don't
try
have
to
to
do
move.
that to him too. Yep, try to do it to that guy too. I'm sorry. I honestly, this isn't where I wanted this to go.
It's okay.
You attempt to push the deft skirmisher. They kind of dodge acrobatically to the side and kind of rise up on one tiptoe as you kind of shove out, and they manage to avoid being pushed off the edge.
Okay, action surge. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll shove again. I'm just a. Yeah. Okay. I'm not happy about this either. If it makes you feel better. Not rolling well.
Yep, they don't get pushed that time either.
And one more attempt. But this time on that guy.
Probably a better choice. He actually isn't skilled like the
I
other
figured I
person.
would try. If the other guy just keeps passing, we'll just pass on that guy, move the next one.
Alright, you do manage to push him off as well.
Okay. There's my I'm a giant dickhead for the day. Sorry. It's just 100% not where I wanted today to go. And that's my turn.
Rajin.
I will cast Cure Wounds at a second level. On myself.
Alright.
And stand up.
And stand up, yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
And that's it.
Yay.
Yep.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark on the skirmisher.
Okay.
On target the War Priest. Alright, and I'll go ahead and refocus my attention on the skirmisher. I will not be using sharpshooter initially. Good idea. Second attack.
What, do
same-
you have any inspiration for that?
No. I used my
Okay.
one inspiration for the stealthy acquisition.
Would you
of
like
Regime.
to use my inspiration to reroll it?
Or you could use mine since you helped
Okay.
me.
Here,
Yeah.
I have one. I'll give it to him.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and have a reroll on that.
All right. So first action then still much better. And then sneak attack because there is somebody within 5 feet of him that is my party member.
Yep. Alright, and then he does dodge uncannily.
That's
Well,
what I was afraid of.
there.
So he's only going to
And
take 12.
takes, he'll only take 12. So, give me 1 second to. Alright.
All right. So then second shot. No sneak attack on this one. So that gets back the 12 that he took off.
Yep.
All right. That'll be my turn.
And then he attacks Regine. That. And there's that. And then again. And then that's what he does. And then as a bonus action, the War Priest casts a mass healing word,
No.
helping heal both himself
And the skirmisher.
and the skirmisher. And then he walks in, so you go ahead and make your check for the Spirit Guardians, since he entered it for the first time. Alright. And then with his Warhammer, he swings at Regine. Hold on. There's something missing. This. Give me 1 second. As he brings both hands down with his Warhammer, and it explodes with radiant light as it slams in
Oh dear God.
to Regine. What? And 5, 10, 15. So he was slowed by Spirit Guardians, so he can't walk any closer to continue his attack. So Korg.
Still being the neighborhood bully. I'll try to push the War Priest off the docks. That's going to be a solid no on the first one. Unless he rolls incredibly bad.
No, he's fine.
And a second one. Oh, that was a 20 for a half a second.
You do push him off, but he grabs the edge on his way down. Having seen your tactics before, he makes a dexterity saving throw to save himself.
Then I'll occupy his
Step on
space
his
so he
hand.
can't climb up. Yeah, I'll be blocking his way, so when he tries to climb up, I'll be pushing him back down.
Alright, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, or a death saving throw.
Oh. I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Irtos.
Irthos doesn't have advantage on this attack anymore because Korg is not within 5 feet and Regina's dying, so it doesn't count. He is going to still attack the skirmisher, but will make a statement of your opportunity to surrender starts now. And will shoot at the skirmisher. Come on. Shoot.
Alright, that hits. He will uncanny dodge that
Okay.
to take half.
Definitely.
So,
That's 8. Or, yeah.
yeah. Puts him at.
And I will hold off on my second attack, but continue aiming at the skirmisher.
Okay. He just cries out in response that they gave you the chance to surrender already,
Okay.
and you should have taken it.
Okay.
And then he will attack Korg.
Out of curiosity, does he get sneak attack if his
He
buddy...
does not, because the War Priest is not in a position to advantage him.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, the War Priest does have an ability called Blessing of War. So as long as he can see him, he can imbue a melee attack with extra radiant damage
Can the...
as a
Alright,
reaction. So
I was
he's
just
gonna.
curious. Is the War Priest, like, arms above so I can see his head, or is he hanging by his hands from the dock?
He's like up, kind of like
Okay.
holding on, like
Then I
to
can kick him
pull
in the
up.
face. That's all I was curious.
It's like the arms.
I was
are-
wondering if I'd step on toes or kick him in the face. How high up is this dude?
Yeah, he's like resting on the pier.
Then he'll attack again. Missing. Attack one more time. Also missing. And then
Doesn't Regine's circle thing go away?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just not.
It's
Okay.
gone. It's just there
Deleted.
for. because
I just saw the
it's
circle
over.
and didn't know if we'd removed it or... It's fine.
Yeah.
He kind of drags himself over to the right and then pulls himself up.
I get that that's how mechanics work, but I feel like... D&D mechanics. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, because he wasn't grappled, he still had movement speed.
Yeah.
D&D
he has
mechanics,
movement.
man. It is
All over.
100% acceptable.
Difficult terrain climb. He's just climbing. That's half speed. Half
Yep.
speed over and then pull up.
Yeah, 100% correct. Just hate it. But I get it.
And then targeting Korg. He casts Hold Person on you. But you do pass.
Yay! It's better than being banished. That sucked.
And then his spiritual weapon will
Strike at.
strike at
Erdos.
Erdos. But misses. And that'll be his turn. Korg.
Nothing's changing. Still going for it. Cool. Doing it again. Well, I guess he still technically has to roll, but I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah, he succeeds.
Man, advantage is not my game.
It was on the first two guys.
Meh.
and he gets thrown off again, and does not make his dex save that time.
Oof. So what's the distance on a spiritual weapon?
You fall
Unlimited,
immediately. So
It's got a duration. It doesn't have a distance.
He can just keep whacking you until he hits the
he
ground.
can't see, but he knows.
Go ahead and
you're
make a
there.
death save, Regine.
I'm sorry, Regine.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
I can't do anything for
in the
you.
campaign to
Does
have a character
anyone have
actually killed in
medicine?
combat.
Nope.
Way to lose
Nothing
up
I
for
can
it.
do for him whatsoever.
And none of
Um,
our staff can get there, even if they do.
So
Oh.
I can't do a thing for him. I have no. Well, hold-
So I do have a potion on me, but I'm at.
I
the
have one
top-
potion as well.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I know what I'll do.
Potion.
I didn't realize I had a potion. I'm letting him die apparently, like a dickhead.
that's I have
I've
one
saved
as
you
well.
so many times by now. I'm just ignoring the dying friend on the ground.
Hey,
I'm
no,
so sorry.
No,
Jennifer.
you've been doing good. You've been getting rid of the opponents on the pier.
Yep.
Because if you
Yeah,
had
well,
healed,
let's be fair. This is the most BS way of getting rid of opponents that should have been way harder to kill, and I feel bad about it. Legitimately, this is bullshit. And as a DM, I'd be fucking pissed, and I'm so sorry for what's happened. I really,
It's
truly
okay.
am.
Uh,
I am.
as a DM, I wouldn't have any problem with it because you're playing your character
Yep.
appropriately.
play smart.
You can throw me off the dock, and I won't even complain.
So, thanks for Korg being there. I'll go ahead and attack the Scorcher because obviously he's not going to surrender. He's already stated as such.
Yep.
So,
That will hit.
so this is attack number 1. Hold on, let me apply my sneak attack damage as well. Wow, that's a whole bunch of legs.
That
So
was a
he's
lot
good.
of ones in there. Very
He's
low
not
roll.
even gonna uncanny dodge that.
There's no
Okay.
point. No, that was an
You're-
uncanny dodge.
You're more
That
likely
was.
to hit harder on your second one
Yes,
than
I
on that
am.
one.
So
That was
second
that was
attack.
rough. That was a rough roll.
Yeah, it was 2 1s and a 2. What the fuck was that? Yeah, that'll be another hit. Yeah, no. That's next to no damage.
Did it?
There
Why is it
was no
showing?
damage as far as I'm concerned. Oh, okay.
There we go.
You will
Oh.
uncanny dodge that just to not.
Wow. Little did you
Use
know
it
that
up.
you should have
No.
uncanny dodged the shitty first roll because there was a second shitty roll coming. Who knew?
All right, and that'll be my turn.
He looks at this menacing turtle pushing everybody off of the docks.
Thinking back on the words, if
Looks-
you had the opportunity to surrender.
Looks down at Regine,
You're dead.
bleeding out.
Oh,
Bye, Regine. Nothing
And
you
he
can
stabs
do.
Regine.
Oh no!
That's
Auto
it.
crits.
Brother deaths.
And as he buries his short sword into Regine's body, twists it, he looks at Irtos, says, "You brought this on yourself," and then disengages
Disengages
as a
with
bonus
his
action.
bonus action because he's a bitch. Yeah, all right. Did you roll again?
I just wanted to see what it would be.
You.
He died
Yeah.
anyway.
Actually, you know what? He's not going to disengage. He'll take the possibility of your
AO.
attack of opportunity. So go ahead and make that.
And this is the reason
Yeah.
why Erthos is fine with killing a bunch of Empire scum.
You're
I
the
mean,
worst.
Who's the real scum here, bro? I said let's just surrender it. We could have stayed on the ship. We walked off the ship and
Gaseous.
started this.
Okay.
This was straight us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And I can't catch him because he's a rogue and has 3 movement speed things, and it's done.
No, it isn't done.
Eratos ignores like range penalties.
Yes, I don't
He can-
care how far he runs.
I can't hurt him though.
That's okay. Go after him. I assure you.
Let me just chase a guardsman through the docks and have him whistle for more help. Like, all right, I'll do it.
You,
I'll just.
you do have
catch up
increased barbarian movement speed.
And he is
But
going to he's
even
going
at
to pull
40
the crowd back.
Can only get me to there. I have to move again.
You can dash past him though, so he has to run past you again.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I'll get next to him. So that's my turn. Here I am on the docks in front of everybody.
Okay. So I will let my hunter's mark lapse.
Okay.
So no longer hunter mark on him. Let's see here. Is range on. Okay. So I will go ahead and utilize strikes that way if I damage him.
Okay.
So,
You're the uncanny dodge half your damage anyway.
Yep. That doesn't negate ensnaring strike if you uncanny dodge.
Is the uncanny dodge all damage, or is it only the weapons
half.
damage?
Tap.
No, I mean
It's
like.
half of an incoming source of damage.
Right.
So
Okay.
Ensnaring strike isn't just damage though.
yeah.
Well, so my question was like, if I smited him, could he dodge the smite damage, but
All of
not
it,
the weapon
yeah.
damage, or is it the
No,
weapon
it'd be
damage?
all of it.
Okay.
The
That's what-
whole
that's
thing
what I'm
from a
wondering.
single attack.
That's what
yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Important thing is that if this he has to make strength saves or he's entangled and can't run away.
So I'll go ahead.
And he's not good at strength saves. He's the dex guy.
Yeah, he was very dexterous.
Oh,
I couldn't
dear.
get his ass
Yep.
off the dock.
I'll hit him. So let me go ahead and click on ensnaring strike. You're within 5 feet of him, so I get my sneak attack as well.
That's why I stayed close enough to give you some
Yep.
extra damage.
Yep, and he'll uncanny that to only take 8.
Don't you round down on damage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
8.5.
My math is bad. In my head, that was up, and I was like, wait a minute, it should have been. Just ignore me.
It's okay.
I'm tired and not paying enough attention.
Okay. And then second shot.
Now, if we didn't have a $10,000 bounty before,
On the when you push the cleric off, I rolled a nat 1 on his save on that second attempt. So I'll give him disadvantage on his dex save.
I'm
I rolled
sorry.
a 4. I was like, well,
I'm
There we go.
sorry.
alright, and he's dead.
I'm gonna take his body and chuck
This-
it off the dock too, and tell him, tell him you brought this on yourself.
As you chuck it off the dock, you see 2 dots still falling to the ground below.
Eventually, that hammer goes away. It's
Yeah,
swinging around my head.
We'll know when he dies when it eventually stops swinging.
Well, it's only got a 1 minute effect, anyways.
Yeah,
so-
all right.
Yeah, it just after a few seconds, it just dissipates.
So
Yeah.
All right.
I'll pick up Regine's body and get it back on the deck.
Korg,
Player
push
to
me
have-
over.
You are
Nope, I'm taking
you
all
do
of his
have
money
powerful
first.
build. You can pick him up now.
I can straight up pick him up and walk him on deck.
He weighs
But-
450. You could pick up 480. You could just carry him.
That's easy. Yeah, I carry him on deck. Take all of his belongings off of him, so he has nothing left. This way, when you build a new character, you have items.
Only
And
I'm
keep-
thinking about future you, Martin. That's it.
the only player with character death.
I'm so sorry.
There's a common theme here, and it's me.
Hold on, it's not finished yet. The common
How
theme.
trained is our deckhand?
another common
I
Healer?
will.
Does he have
Leon?
resurrection?
He's not a clerical healer. He's
I
like
know,
a
I know.
saw your leg off after it got hit by a cannon healer.
Well, isn't he like 12 years old or something? Like he's just
Yes.
a child.
He's like 12.
Leon,
13,
resurrect
maybe
this
13.
elephant right now.
I don't have any diamonds.
He has a diamond. It's in town. It's just give me a minute. No.
So I
Just
will.
there is definitely a ruckus occurred here. There are no guards coming at this point in time, but you're probably short on time to make a decision on what you're going to do.
Like I told you, taking every bit of his belongings, and we're gonna stash them on the ship.
Bag of holding.
And then I'm so sorry, Regine.
No, take him downstairs. No, take him downstairs. Take him
Sky
down.
burial. He was a great elephant.
No,
He
take
wants
him
to eat him.
downstairs.
No, we don't want the body. No. Actually, yeah. You know what? Better idea. We'll leave him on the deck.
You don't have anyone with prestidigitation to clean the dock off either. There's just blood all over the place.
Yeah, we'll leave it on the deck.
Pools of blood.
Hey, the only one that knows you guys are implicated was these guys that we just killed.
Yes.
I'm gonna get
And
out of here
all
right
the
now.
townspeople that saw us kill them.
I'm gonna get out of here right now and leave. You
There's
guys stay
a
here.
ton of merchants here who watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Look, you guys just stay here and be like, the murdering turtle went that way. And I'm just gonna run for my life, I guess. I don't know. I have to leave the ship, so I'm leaving the ship after we stow his belongings, regardless. So
Okay, so you
I'm
rush off. All the people run away from you in terror,
as
screaming.
they should.
You see several people rush off into the town. They're like, Emperor, save us! Death on the docks! Murder!
Yeah.
At high noon!
I'm just leaving. Like,
I'm gonna
gone.
find out
Cold-blooded criminals!
we'll find out what a loxodon tastes like.
Surprisingly fatty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
grizzled.
It's not complete without me tasting the dead person.
Regine would be cool with
and
this.
follows Korg. Johannan, as you've been sitting in your prison cell,
Yes.
this might be the only session in which a character death doesn't end the session. After a period of time, you vaguely through the walls you can hear the sound of some sort of commotion and ruckus going on outside. Muffled cries, muffled shouts. Hard to tell. Sounds a little like pandemonium out there. Vaguely, you can just make out the sound of the bitch in the hood kind of deal. And then, as you go, after you've sat there for a bit of time, you hear the sounds of a few guards coming in, and they head over. You hear the jostling of like a door. It sounds like it might be like right next to you. And you hear the guard speaking. He's like, "Now it is your turn." And you hear these kind of cries, and he's like, "I didn't do anything. They're the pirates. They're the ones you want. I'm innocent. They captured me. No, no!" And you hear this scream and smell like the sizzle of like burned flesh. And then you can slowly just make out they're kind of dragging somebody kind of across the room a bit to another location. And you see them pass through, and they're dragging Leland out. And then you hear the sound of a door.
And
kind
he's injured?
Yes.
He's injured and burned spell.
Yeah, he's like whimpering in pain. He's crying. He's like, "It's them, not me. It's them. They're captained by this she-bitch half-elf. That's not the real captain. I don't even know who that is."
touched in the head. Such a sad way to go.
And then you hear the sound of doors kind of shutting, and eventually, as time goes by, you hear the sound of screams, muffled in the dark.
So what type of lock is this anyway?
So it's a large kind of barred door that slides into the stone and has like a heavy duty kind of masterwork looking lock upon it
Okay.
built into the door itself that drives like a large bolt into the masonry.
Nice. And there's still, I haven't seen any, even with all the noise outside, I haven't seen any of the people in this room leave it.
You have not.
Okay, because it looks like the only door out is directly across from me.
What you've seen when people leave, they leave through that door. Yes.
Okay. So there should be, based on the number that I counted as I walked in, how many are in that room?
In the other room or in this room?
In this room, because I can watch who comes in and out of it.
So based upon you watching who comes in and out, there's at least 4 guards in this room.
There's 4 guards in that room. Okay. Plus the the burning whiny boy. Well, he went
Yes.
into yeah, okay.
They're still in this room. They're just in another area that you can't see. They didn't exit through the main door.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I got a whole lot of nothing. Because I have to be able to see. Well, can I see? So through that front door. So through the door in front of me, what angle? Because I would have been paying attention, and I can't see because it's not in my current line of sight. I would have been able. What door did I come in order to get in through this other door?
So you came in through a double wooden door.
So can I move myself so I can see the room that I walked through to get to the prison cell?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Thank you.
You walk through a
Okay.
room like this, and then you kind of walk through this area,
Okay.
and then you were placed in this cell.
Okay. So how many were in that front room?
When you first came in, the front room looked empty.
The front room looked empty, and there are 4 guards in there.
Yes.
Best
But you're
of
not
my
sure
knowledge.
from you were escorted in, there were like 9 or 10 guards. So you don't know who might be in that front room.
Yeah. How far is it from the right up against the door of my cell to that wall right next to the very front door?
45 feet.
It's 45 from there to there. Right next to the front door that's next to Belina, where Belina's character is.
Oh, where Belina is?
Uh-huh.
45, no, 50, 55. Sorry. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90 feet.
Okay. And the only furniture is that one desk.
That you saw when you came in, yeah. Like an administrative desk.
Planning to use a crouch. Thunder step. So the racket is going to be back there, drawing all the attention there. I'm going to appear right next to that door and let myself out.
Alright, let me just double check.
It's 90. It's 90 line of sight. The noise is from where I disappear,
Yeah,
not
but
where
don't
I
you
arrive.
have to be able to. Do you have to see the location that you teleport to?
That's why. Isn't that closed door? Isn't that also a gate?
No,
because-
that's a solid metal like
Because
security door.
Okay, because before you showed me that room, my line of sight, I actually had a line. I had a visual line through
I
that
think I
bar to the
accidentally-
opposite wall.
I think I had it accidentally open,
Oh,
and it's supposed to be closed.
okay.
Sorry, it's a solid metal door,
Okay.
like a security door. I'm sorry, that was my bad. on line of
Okay,
sight.
because yeah, I had line of sight, so I was like, I can do this. Well, if that's all the farther I can get, that's
Sorry,
not-
no, it's a solid metal like security door.
okay. Well,
on
in
that
that
kit. The only
case,
ones that are bars are the cells.
okay, in that case, I'm going to be watching that door. Should it open and I get a chance to get line of sight, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to thunderstep to that to the wall right next to the main doors, and I'll
Okay.
come out in a crouch so I'm lowered down, expecting that noise to distract everybody in the back.
All right. Belina, as you're wandering through the mercantile district, you hear, commotion, and you see a troop of guards. They're coming by, and as they approach people that are wearing cloaks, they're grabbing their hoods and throwing them off of them, and they're like, "Find the bitch!" But it's just like one small group, like 2 or 3 guards.
That's weird because I
Looks like
sent all of them south and then I went north. Why would they be looking up here already?
they are fanning out, searching for you. It's been
Well, I
quite a
had
bit
a
of
head
time.
start. That's not fair.
I mean, we just murdered 4 people, so.
it's true. You take that
Well,
with
it's gonna
yours.
take it's gonna
5.
take time before you find out about the murders.
All right. Well, I guess
So-
I'm rolling stealth to not be seen.
Yeah,
Let me go ahead.
that's
and-
fine. So, 'cause you've been meandering around for quite a bit of time for
I,
shopping.
I wanted to
as
actually go
time
shopping. I
progresses.
never got the chance because they got into combat.
Okay, well, the mercantile district is more
Yeah.
like
Merchants.
like bolts of cloth, like actual like big.
There's no like actual stores.
Most of that's in the central or artisan district.
Oh, I was looking
Mercantile
for the
district
actual-
is where they like produce goods.
Oh, here I thought that was like the store district. That's why I was heading there was to go shopping.
Sorry, it's like it's more. I guess I didn't define the districts well. This is more where they kind of produce the goods, and the merchant houses live, and the warehouses,
Oh,
and like more large
yeah,
wholesale.
I figured the warehouses and stuff would all be down closer to the docks for easy transport.
There's if you look at the main map, there's a land-bound transport route out this way.
Oh, there is. But how big is this island, though?
It's relatively large.
I guess. All right. Well, I
But
guess.
this is one of the primary ways they move cargo goods by land outside
I
to
guess.
the other districts where the farms bring their goods in, where
Yeah,
people come
I
in,
mean, I can understand.
sheeps and wolves and
I
stuff.
can
I didn't
understand
explain it
stuff
very well.
coming
That's probably
in.
my bad.
Okay. But what I was looking for is stores, and if I would have seen any in the central district while I was looking for Korg, that's where I would have headed.
Okay, we can do that instead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for like
Would that be
maybe
the
a
artisan?
store that sells magical goods and spells and things, like maybe spell scrolls.
A lot of that. There are some places that can do that if you search around enough. So go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Investigation, and my passive is not good enough with my observe.
What's your passive
Observe-
investigation
my
again?
passive-
16? No.
Yeah, it's not quite enough. Okay, all right. Okie dokie, skills. Because yeah, my rolling investigation is much worse. But that's okay.
It's going to be a lot harder to try to keep a low profile, move around shopping, not reveal yourself, and worry about possible
Okay.
guards
No, I mean,
eventually.
that's fair.
So,
I was just curious if I had noticed any. Like I was talking about when I went through the first time while I was looking for Korg. But I guess. Yeah, no, I guess I don't find any. That's fair.
anyway. There's a lot of interesting stores. There's spices, a fish taco vendor, spice stores, garment stores, various other sundry goods and items as you kind of move around. A large market district up around this corner here. Take you that's about 35 minutes worth of exploring at that point in time.
Okay.
Because it's quite a the city's quite large.
Okay.
It's very
I understand that. I'm going to
chicken
continue to
stuff.
look around, and if I see guard patrols, I'm going to need to make stealth checks. But I'm going to keep
Yeah.
looking, look for a spell store that, that may help.
All right. And I think that with Regine's death and understanding the actions guys are going to take here, we are at 3.5. Normally we'd stop at 4, but with Korg and Irtos running off into the wilderness, Johannan in jail, Belina searching for shopping, and Regine dead, I think this would probably be a good place to stop for the night, because I don't think we're going to resolve all this in 30 minutes.
Probably not.
So I think we'll stop here for the night. We'll call it a night.
And just so you know, if at any time the guards asked, the captain's name is Simon.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Simon.
That dude's got the worst rap. I bet they put some flyers out. I want to see a flyer with Simon on it in the future.
Well, supposedly Simon died in a fire.
Simon
did.
died in the last one. Simon just keeps dying. He's getting killed over and over
He's
again.
like Captain Jack Sparrow, right? You think you got him, but this little dude is like, he's a better
Simon's
player
a
than
very
all of us.
popular Empire name, apparently.
I love it.
Or at least it's Johannan's favorite made-up name.
Congratulations to Rajin tonight for his second character death.
Urthos
You-
will now add
I-
2 PCs.
I thought we had just discussed on the break about how Rajin's flaw was if things don't go his way, he runs away like a coward. But apparently what that meant was when everybody else is surrendering, I'm going to fight.
I saw somebody dying if we just kept pushing. For some reason, I just had this, like, either it was going to be thrown off the dock or some shit. So I was like, you know what? I'll just surrender. I'll leave. They'll live. And then Rajin's like, let's do this.
I didn't think about how quickly they were going to shred through like 110 hit points.
He explicitly detailed them as
Yeah,
incredibly tough looking.
He did.
That's what I'm
Quite-
saying. That's what I'm just saying. I didn't realize, didn't
I'm
think
so
about
sorry, man. I feel bad.
I
Sorry.
appreciate now that Korg DMs more, he picks up on my cues of they look very difficult and hard and grizzled veterans that appear more formidable than anybody you've ever faced in the Empire before. And they have a cleric.
Yeah, and they had a mage person standing there. I was like, man, these guys are fitted. There's 3 of us and 4 of them.
This is
We
like
should
a
probably not
higher
fight
level
them.
adventuring party.
Pushed them off.
It's like, come on.
I mean, the only reason that
You did as well.
If
The
I
only-
don't push them off, we probably lose that fight hardcore.
There's no
Yeah.
way you would have made
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
If I don't push them off, we probably fight. Which is why I feel so shitty about it, because it feels like the easy way out. That wasn't a fight. That was me cheating. I was cheating.
Nope. That was actually what
That was fair.
Irthos was expecting you to do that. Okay? He was.
Well-
he was like, Korg's going to be down there and he's just going
Right,
to shunt people
but
off the
that's-
pier.
This is the Bill Belichick of the NFL in this
Nah.
version, where I feel like
Well,
I
let's,
cheat and like skirt the rules to get by, and
And
it's like, all right,
On-
dude.
on that note, we will say
Close up.
good night to
Close
those
up.
out in Twitch land. Thanks for tuning in. We'll probably tune in about 2 weeks and we see if we can salvage what's going on here and find a solution.
Don't lie.
I'm sure offline we're going to continue this discussion a bit. And if you ever want to join in on such discussions, of course, we have our Discord below. Close to 100 members in our gaming Discord server. So if
we
you
have
guys want
such-
to join in and chat.
we have
we
such
also-
great discussions offline, so come on.
Yeah, and phenomenal meme channel, which
Yes.
gets most of the attention. But thank you for
As it
tuning
should
in.
be.
Have a great night, and we will catch you 2 weeks for Skies of Ithcarius, 1 week for what might be the conclusion of our Fall of Plaguestone campaign. Thank you, and take
Woohoo.
care.